Whee! There we go, dude. Alright. I think we're okay now. Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Dudettes! Hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody's doing well. Alright, let me get this link really quick. If it ever pops up. There we go, sweet. Alright, let me Yo, what's up, James? What's up, brother? Alright. Not that one. Rip. Alright, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna post this on Twitter really quick as well. Also, we broke the downtrend, by the way, is on AMC too, man. Yo, what's up, Vincent? What's up, Macro? What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well. What's up, Romeo? What's up, man? What up, Dub? What up, Dubbies? How you doing, brother? You come on once we start going up. I can't see you. No, we did break the downtrend, though. We did break downtrend. We did break the downtrend right here, too, on AMC. The downtrend was going on, man. Right here. We needed to break, like, right around 49. It's around 49.60 to break out the downtrend. We hit it, and we fell back down. Now, we finally broke through right here. So, we broke through the downtrend, which is good. Great. Be nice to see some steady movement up. Going into the end of the day, like maybe into like 51 or so. I'd be okay with that, honestly. But we did break down trend, so, you know, hey, what can you do? GME's doing great, though. GME's doing great, so shout out to people that are holding it down in GME side. Yo, we all apes here, though, right? Let me post this in Discord, too. Hope everybody's having a great day, though. Let's see. He said, okay, I see you, baby. I see you. Yo, what's up, Barbershop? What up, fam? Can't sleep with diamond hands. What's up, Kevin? Hope everybody's having a great day. Let me pull this up real quick. On the phone arena. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you guys smack the like button as well. Be hecka nice. I'm pulling up the stuff real quick. Forgive me. There we go. Sweet. Did it. Send some money my way. Nah, number, you keep it, brother. You keep it, man. I appreciate you just being here. Yo, what's up, Rich? You big nerd. Yeah, we do have GME earnings today, so we'll be doing those as well. One good thing about going live like right now is, you know, we'll probably be live until at least 4:30, so I'll be after GME stuff, so which is great. What it DD, baby? What did you guys see? Did you guys see the tweet I tweeted out? Well, retweeted from Ortex right here. I don't know if you guys seen this right here. Let me bop it really quick. It might not even pull up, honestly. Let's see. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, here we go. Sweet. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Ever since the update happened, it keeps fucking up. Did you guys see the Ortex update though? So Ortex tweeted out for May 28th, the exchange is reporting short interest in AMC as 102.3 million shares. This is larger than expected and indicates a higher than anticipated short interest in AMC, which you already knew this, right? So the expected highly short interest implies that their shares returned in this period were atypical. Not shorted shares, but instead shares that were borrowed but not shorted. Now, this is something we talked about this a couple weeks ago, how they were doing this anyway. To make it look like the numbers were coming down, make it look like, you know, short interest wasn't as high as it was, so on and so forth. That just kind of reiterates what we already knew, that short interest really isn't going down. One, isn't really going down like it says it is, and two, was actually higher than the number represented. I don't think we won't get the whole full picture number, but it's still good to see that though. It's nice to see Ortex at least, you know, acknowledge that. Yo, numbers, dude. Get into voiceover? Me? God, no. What I do need to do, though, is go... I'm gonna buy some... I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be buying. You guys know me. I'm a do-it-yourself man. I'm gonna straight to Walmart, bro. Straight to Walmart, chat. This is what I'm gonna be buying. The room's gonna sound perfect. The voice is gonna be like, oh, geez, it's gonna be nutworthy. Be honest. some nutworthy voice right here, dude. Show what I'm buying. I'm buying some 3-inch foam right here, pretty much. I'm gonna make my own little encasings. So I'm gonna pretty much sound panel the whole room, different designs. It's gonna be great, and that way the voice, because this room's kind of big, and it's kind of because there's not a lot of stuff in here anyway, and the walls are pretty empty. The walls are pretty empty anyway, so it's the way it is right now. That's the reason why if you hear reverb a little bit, that's the reason why. I do have like a shipping blanket right over here, but again, it's not really gonna do much. But I'm gonna buy some of this 3-inch multi-purpose foam. I'm gonna get some Woodio, man, which is like pretty much gold right now. And cut that down and make some pretty cool panels out of those. It's gonna be sweet. The acoustics in this room are gonna be it's gonna be great. I can't wait, dude. Can't wait to get rid of this reverb. The reverb, man. Ugh. I can hear it already, dude. The harmony, bro. The harmony. That's exact. I mean, yeah, right now, guys, we're at 50.25. So if you guys are wondering, we did break the downtrend right here, right around like 49.60 area, 49.70. We did break the downtrend, pretty much like 49.70. Pretty much broke downtrend right here on this candlestick, which is good. See if we can keep that non-downtrend back, though. You know what I mean? Let's continue to move this up. Be nice, to, honestly, if we can get above 51 on the end today, but I'm not going to complain whatever happens. You see GME moving the same way right here. GME right now is currently at, what is that, 318 pretty much. GME is up 6% today, but it doesn't really matter so much on that end. Your soothing voice is already noteworthy. It'll sound a lot better though, Rich. Once we get like this, you know, once we have all the sound panels in here, and you don't have as much reverb bouncing off stuff. Because like I said, man, like this wall back here, obviously all empty, right? Like this wall back through there where the fireplace and stuff's at, just all empty, you know. So it's there's just too much reverb, So I'm gonna buy like 5 of those 3-inch foam, you know, like I think they're like 24 by like 72 inches. And I'm gonna cut down some like rectangles and triangles out, put those into like some little wood boxes that I make, and then put those cloth over those. Put some cloth, probably get some dark like gray cloth or something that looks poppy on these walls, and then pop those up, and they'll be really good for the acoustics of the room, honestly. My options went to 1,000%. Boo-hoo, dude. Hey, Legacy, it hurts, man. Sometimes it hurts. It hurts, brother. It hurts. And I know I can buy sound panels, guys, but they're way too expensive. I'm not paying like $500 or $600 for the same thing I can make for literally, you know, for like, you know, one panel I can make for like, what, like 20 bucks? And I mean like a big panel too, right? Where it's going to cost me like $100+ for one panel if I go and buy it already made. You guys know me, man. I'm all about saving $1. And I do like me a good DIY. Do like me some good DIYs, man. 100%. Yo, I do hope everybody's having a great day today, though. If you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button on the video, too. Yo, YouTube's been smacking me, Chad. It's been smacking me out of here. Here lately, dude. Halt 1 before 14,000% up. I'm down with that, Legacy. Hit me up, dude. Hit me up, brother. Hit me up with a 14,000% boost. Greed switching over to Clover and losing bad, LOL. Well, I mean, I told you guys yesterday, man, that Clover was. We talked about Clover a long time ago. You guys know this. Like, we've been talking about Clover a few times. I thought about Clover. I said yesterday was a great time to get out of Clover, right? I said we could have some more. I had those 2 options contracts. Remember, I sold those options contracts today at $26 this morning. So I sold 26. I sold those 2 option contracts I had at 26 bucks. I had the other 10 I sold yesterday at 24. I got out in time, right? I said yesterday you shouldn't put money in Clover at that height. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. And it made sense to put some money in Clover when it was like $6, $7 when it was, you know what I mean? Then it would have made sense. And I wouldn't be held in it long term though. because it's okay to make money in other plays. It's just like, obviously, a play like Clover isn't a play like, you know, AMC where you're diamond handing it for a long time. Clover is like, you want to get in, get out, you know what I mean? Get that money, get out, and then you can put that money back into AMC or wherever you want to put the money into. There's lots of plays out there, man, to play. It's just some plays are more long-term than others. You gotta know when to get out and when to not get out. And a lot of people don't really know that. A lot of people don't know that. That's the bigger issue there. Too many people waiting for people to tell them what to do, right? Like, I shouldn't have to tell you what to do, you know what I mean? Or like, you shouldn't always listen to me. Like, you got to start like learning the market. You're on your own a little bit. I'm not saying you're going to be like an expert, but you know, at least knowing like when something's a long-term investment or when something's like a get in, get out, you know, money snatch, money grab, you know what I mean, kind of thing. Which to me, that's what Clover was a money get in, get out kind of thing. Though some people will probably argue with me and say it wasn't, but I still think so. But hey, man, whatever. Whatever. Good thing though, man. Like Riot, Mara, Ebon's all up today, which is good. Which is very nice. We had the Bitcoin fallback, you know, yesterday due to people thinking the FBI could hack into your wallet and stuff like that. And that was kind of funny for a bit. And then after that kind of got dismissed, and it was just like they got into FBI got into you know, account, not just like a Bitcoin account, but like they were using like different websites, and they used the websites to get the information to get in. And then after that, it was just then people were like, oh, okay, so they weren't hacking into Bitcoin accounts. So everybody went back to buying more Bitcoin again. Oh my God. I know, Legacy. I don't know where everybody's at today, man. YouTube's been kicking my butt, dude. Honestly, Legacy. It's been hard, man. It's been hard over here for a pimp. It's been hard for a pimp, man. YouTube's been like, you know, trying to smack my channel down. RIP, dude. RIP, man. Ever since I got banned those couple times, and like the other video the other day when we were in the mountains got, you know, demonetized for harmful and violent content, even though I don't know where I'm being harmful or violent. But YouTube thinks I am, man. So, you know, I keep getting smacked by the YouTube algorithm now. So, you know, they're pretty much just trying to kill out my channel. I feel like a shorted stock, dude. I feel like a shorted stock. I'm doing everything right, but the shorts keep shorting me, aka YouTube. Keep shorting me out. So, you know, RIP, man. It sucks. It's what it is, what it is. I can't do nothing about it now. I really can't do nothing about that. What caused this spike right here? I think it's just the end of day, like hype, man. We got about 30 minutes left. We had this good spike right here, right? We had a little bit of fallback. This honestly right here, this movement right here is actually a bullish symbol right here as well. You see this like medium size, kind of small to medium size green bar, a larger red bar, a smallish green bar back to a small red bar. Sometimes will lead into like a more bullish movement. And that honestly played out right there, which is great. This trade is good, man. I said this earlier. Look, if we can end above 51 bucks, I think I'll call that a win for the day, because we were down in this downward pendant right here. We were down in this downward pendant. I didn't know where we were gonna, you know, come out at. Then we broke through that right here at the 49.70 level on this candlestick right here. We broke out of that and moved up. And now it's like we're moving back up. It'd be honestly at this point, man, hey, let's go for $52 ending, right? Like, F it. 53, 54, 55. I'd be awesome to get back to the 55, but I'm not gonna like complain if we don't. That'd be a large jump though, right? It'd be a large jump, but it's not impossible. Definitely isn't impossible. And as long as we don't move up too fast, we won't get, you know, we won't get suspended, because that'll take away 10 minutes of our trading time. When we only have, you know, what is that, like 35 minutes left in trading. That would seem to get, you know, get bopped. Yo, what's up, Mike? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. I fucking beg. Yo, Julian, hope you're doing well, bro. Maybe it's what people are saying in your chat. What do you mean people are saying in my chats? Well, I keep my chat like very, very, I keep my chats like very tame compared to most people that are covering AMC. Have you been in, most people that cover AMC? There's lots of hate and, you know, turmoil. I try to keep my chat away from that. Not only is it not good for the movement, but it also creates, you know, bad vibes for people. One, that people want to get into the movement. Two, the media could use that against us and say our community is all hateful and you know, our movement to try to take down the hedge funds from doing this to different companies isn't as good as, you know, we say it is, because we're spreading, you know, hate and, you know, yada yada yada. Honestly, I don't think my chat's bad. I mean, I kind of keep my chat pretty tamed, honestly. I mean, I call people nerds, but I mean, I'm a nerd, dude. I mean, I don't think that's very harmful. That's about as harmful as get, man. I'm like, yo, CS, you're a nerd. See, that's not very harmful. Well, now this isn't covering, by the way. This is not covering. If we were getting covered right now, we would get suspended on the way up. You will know when a covering's happening. This right here is just a more bullish sentiment right here happening. Right back up. This is chart. This is chart 101, man. We broke down out of the down pendant right here. We're on the down wedge, right? So we're on a downward wedge. Broke out that wedge right here at 49.70. Then we had this more bullish sentiment right here. Pull back again. You had this medium-sized red bar, smallest green bar, smallest red bar. Most of the time will lead into a larger, you know, ish green bar. A little bit bigger than, you know, even I would expect. I was expecting maybe to come up to like right in here, like, you know, right around 51 bucks. Which is why I said, you know, if we get in around $51, I'll actually take that as a win. I'll take that as a win. I mean, obviously, the higher we go, be nice, but I mean, but that's just chart 101 right there. Just reading that chart and seeing where we're going. We broke down the downward spiral right there, and then pushing up. Yo, what's up, Big? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well, my man. Dude, your stuff is PC old man AF. Wait a second, me? Wait a second, my PC? What is it? I'm confused. I'm confused. I wonder if my stuff got changed around. Kind of wondering now. I can't even change it now, dude. No. Oh well, dude, whatever. No, oh, whatever. I'm not trying to restart the stream now either because of it. All is well? Yo, nice, Sal. Good to hear, brother. I beat you to the nerd. I almost said nerd too, but then maybe that's what's get me banned, dude, calling people nerds. You cannot be bored, boomer. No way anything you say should get you to... dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it, Eric, but it is what it is, man. I've been banned. You know what I'm saying? I've actually, my channel's been wiped off the platform once. My channel's been banned twice. You know, in terms of like actual banned, like it's been banned twice. It's been terminated once though. So it's actually 3 bans that's happened. I've been you know, demonetized a couple of times now. The latest one was when we were at the mountains you know, just like last week. And I don't know what it is, man. And YouTube is just like smacking me right now. Like, it's been hard to get the channel out there. Like, it's been rough, dude. It is what it is. All I can do, man, is just continue fighting forward and then continue to stream, I guess, right? Apes with glasses. Yo's where my glasses at. I don't know my glasses. Let me get my glasses. I have glasses, nerd, too. I'm just more far-sighted, so I can't see stuff that's like far away. Like stuff up close, I can see perfectly fine. But I do wear glasses though. Navy's had my glasses, so they're like very handprinty, man. It's what happens when you have a 1-year-old touching everything. I nerded up, bro. I'm nerded up, man. Nerd status. I mean, I'm not gonna like put all my earnings into like a squeeze candidate, right? So I would just spread them. If the squeeze happens, obviously, right? Like we make tons of money. Obviously, first off, I'd put the 30% back for taxes. Then I would take another probably about 40%, 40 to 45% of that money, put it into some more, you know, ETFs and some medium range risk, like index funds that return about 15 to 20% on average, which is again great money. And then I would take the other 20 to 25%, and I would, you know, divvy that out into other areas that I like, you know, more long-term strategic. And then I'd probably take the other 10% and throw those into other squeeze, you know, type stuff, or, you know, more momentum plays. that it's out there. And then I would take a little bit and throw money at AMC when it came back down. Because I do want to have AMC long term. Obviously, I had a really good buy-in spot, though. Obviously. Wendy's at the beginning. Oh, my God. With good eating content, I've said it before, you deserve more. Yo, thanks, Brandon. Thanks, man. Well, right, for a while, this channel was actually doing pretty good for a while until we started getting banned. And then, you know, YouTube started demonetizing some of the videos. And, like, ever since then, YouTube's not been pushing the channel at all. So it's the reason why I'm always like, yeah, hit the like button, hit the, you know, comment on the videos, like all those stuff on the videos, because it definitely helps out at least a little bit. At least to get some of the videos out there. At least YouTube's not smacking us all around. $500 when hedgies cover. Well, you will definitely know when hedgies start covering, like the bigger it covers, right? Like we were talking about this a little bit ago. We'll go over to it really quick. What I tweeted out. Well, I didn't really tweet this out, right? Ortex tweeted this out. I can go over this really quick one more time. But a little bit ago, Ortex tweeted out, for May 28th, the exchange was reporting short interest in AMC as 102.3 million shares. This is a larger number than expected and indicates a higher than anticipated short interest in AMC. Things we already knew, things we already talked about. Obviously, them hiding numbers, yada, yada, yada. Short interest being a lot higher. Again, this right here is not going to be counting, you know, naked shorts, because those numbers don't really get counted in those. So I would honestly probably say that number could be double that, or maybe more, who knows. So the expected high interest implies that the shares returned in this period were atypically not shorted shares, but instead shares that were borrowed but not shorted. Pretty much what that means in the layman's terms, man, is that one, they're hiding those numbers, right? Two, the short interest is higher than what we've been seeing, obviously, even on Ortex numbers, which I went over that yesterday in the video. If you guys watched yesterday's video, how they're using options and calls in the options market, man, to make it look like they're covering those things. It's interesting, right? We talked about it a lot. We talked about it a ton in the channel itself, but it's just good to see those, like, actually see that and, like, actually know that's definitely what's happening, even though we already knew that, but it's good to get confirmation. It's good to get confirmation, man. Oh, you're recommended. Yo, what's up, Alex? What's up, man? Well, at least, you know, YouTube's doing something. I hope you're doing well, though, Alex. Stood out of Clove. Clove heard a lot of mofo. Well, I told you guys yesterday, if you guys were in Clover, it'd be a time to get out, and it's over 25 bucks. Just because I thought $25 was a high we could get. It got to $28 this morning in pre-market, then fell back down, right? I sold the last two contracts I had at 26 bucks. We've had those contracts for about a month now. So I ended up and sold those. We sold the other 10 yesterday at 24. Those are short-term plays. I knew, again, Clove wasn't a bad play. It just wasn't a long-term play. And two, it was I don't want to say, like, obviously hedge funds were definitely spreading around. The reason why I say hedge funds are spreading around is because hedge funds were saying sell your AMC stock to get into Clove. That's when you know the hedge funds. If you see somebody say sell your AMC stock to get into this stock, that's when you know, man, it's probably a hedge fund, you know, spreading FUD, right? There's plenty of stocks out there that are good short-term plays that have been heavily shorted, right? Yes. But there's also parts where you know that a stock is way overvalued. And yesterday, you knew just by looking at the numbers, you can tell just by looking at everything, the charts, that Clove was at its brim, right around 25 bucks. Again, it did hit almost $29 this morning, but that was pre-market, so you don't have that selling pressure as much there. Then as soon as the market opened, just, you know, the bottom dropped out, right? The bottom dropped, which is what we already kind of expected. We already knew it was going to happen on Clove. I'm going to take glasses off. I don't really need glasses on for stream, just because, like I said, I'm just farsighted, so I can't see, like, super far away. You know, I think diabetes for that all the time. Speaking of diabetes, though, man, good old Sense, man. Good old Sense. At least Sense is doing decent right now. Bilbo Baggins. Hey. Good old Bilbo Baggins, man. Hey, I said yesterday, if you guys were in Clove, there's a time to get out. I even had somebody in the channel get ragey about it, too. It's not time to get out of Clove. That's what I did. It's $25, bro. It's like, it's time to get out. Just the fundamentals, just looking at the fundamentals on it. I get it that was a shorted stock. I get that, man. But the numbers, it wasn't like one, you don't have a movement like AMC, and two, a lot of times, shorted stocks are more short-term plays, unless you get something like AMC going on where it's just blatant, this craziness going on with it. Then you're more in for the long-term haul there. And plus, AMC is more of a movement, right? Like, obviously, I know a lot of you guys are in AMC for money. I get that. Obviously, who isn't in here to get, make, some money bags. But the movement, man, for AMC is more than that, right? It's about showing the hedge funds that, one, we're not dumb money. Two, they need to stop doing this, man. Naked short selling and so on and so forth. Trying to bring a company all the way down to, a penny and pretty much just, making it, file for bankruptcy, right? So that's the movement, man. Clove, you don't have a movement on Clove. You don't have a, anything like that. It was just a shorted stock, a short-term play. I talked about it when it was like $6 last month, that it was probably going to be another play that was probably swing back up. You can take that money and throw that money like AMC, which is what I did. I took that options contract money yesterday, bought some more AMC on the dip. I bought some more. We bought some more of that Go EV in the morning before that big rip happened. I put money in other places with it, but. And I still have that money. I have the 2 options contracts we had from this morning that I sold at 26. I haven't done anything with that money yet. I thought about buying on this dip over here on AMC. I just didn't buy it again. I bought quite a few yesterday, so I've been chilling on that. And I definitely thought about, honestly, I thought about buying a couple more options on AMC again too, for December calls. Found my 50 shares in AMC that I've got an average of 8. Sold all of them at 70 and bought back at 50-ish. Yo, nice. Nice, man. Good stuff, Alex. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Your channel is the best. Don't sweat it, dude. Hey, thanks, DJ. I appreciate you, brother. You're amazing. Yo, I should do like a whole video of intimate voice. Dude, once we get the sound panels up in this room, oh, dude, the voice, oh, man, it's going to be great, dude. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. The voice will sound orgasmic. Do you think GME earnings call going to affect the price? It could, Jordan. Yeah, man. I'll be live when those numbers come out. It definitely can affect the price. The price on GME. You see GME up today right now, up 3%. It was up a lot higher over here at 328. Right now, your top, was from yesterday. This 344.66 that we had. On this push up, and then we had this, So that right there was like the biggest one we've had. That would be your top limit right now. And honestly, aftermarket hours, we could see less, obviously selling pressure. So we could see this, lift off again. Which honestly, GME setting at, over $300 is great. GME setting at high is not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's good to see AMC, get back above the $50 range. I'm hoping AMC can finish above $51 a day. No significance there. It's just, it'd be nice just to, finish us right around -7% for the day. Again, I'm not big worried right now on AMC. We did break the downward, this downward wedge we had. We broke out of that earlier at like 49.70. So we broke out of that, which is good. I'm not worried about it. I know there's people that are like going crazy because we're down today. I'm not worried about AMC right now. Just not worried about it. You reckon CKPT will drop again because it's a medical stock or maintain? Man. Usually medical stocks. Let me bring it up here. Okay. Usually medical stocks will do that, right? You'll see a pop, and then when you get a good pop, man, it's when you want to sell and buy back on the low, because they're usually good swing trade stocks for the most part. That's just how they are. When they get really good news, they'll pop, and then they'll fall back down, right? And they'll kind of normalize back out. It'll probably normalize somewhere. I'm going to guess somewhere probably around like $2.90, $2.80, somewhere around there. Probably a little bit higher than it was yesterday. It's just what they do, man. The reason why I'm always talking about, man, if you guys want to make stocks on like swing trades, and medical stocks are great for that, just make sure you know, like when the stock gets up on a medical stock, and if it's not like a big stock, right? I'm not talking about like your Moderna or your Abbott or your AbbVie or somebody like that, right? Some of your bigger dogs, like obviously those are guys you want to buy and hold. You just hold those. But some of these smaller ones, those are usually good ones, man. They go up a lot, then you're good to get in and out. It's kind of like Ken Farm. Ken Farm's one of those stocks, right? It's been good. You know, you guys know me. I talked about Ken Farm. Yeah, when was that? Like February. We got in and out of Ken Farm a couple times. You know, I sold my Ken Farm last time like $20. Ken Farm's another one of those stocks, man. It's, you know, one, medical stocks are shorted stocks, just how it is. But two, they're just stocks that like to go up and then they come back down. They go up and they come back down a lot. They're just heavily swing trade stocks. We'll bring back up Mara today. I know a lot of you guys like to buy and sell Mara and Riot and others, so I'll bring those up. Yeah, I get that's a 1 year, you know, of $16. Yeah, Rich, it's just one of those things, man. You can make a lot more money if you're buying and selling on the dips and the lows, right? On a lot of these, you know, a lot of those plays. I get what you're saying though. And if you're just like a long-term holder and you bought it like $2 or $3, and hey, man, it's not a bad deal either. You're probably at least gonna, you know, at least double or triple your money. But you could also make a lot more money if you're just swing trading as well as a swing trade stock. That's what I'm getting at the most there. If that's what you're interested in on a swing trade. Citadel Citadel owns a lot of stocks. You know what I'm saying? The market said they do own, like, I don't know how much it is of stock in Clove. They did 100%. They're also one of those guys who have shorted. You know, Clove was definitely a shorted stock by a lot of these companies as well. And what happens sometimes, man, is these companies will short stocks. They'll buy shares, and they'll also buy call options to hedge against those shorts. They'll hedge that way against it, man. That way, if they do lose money, they're not losing as much money as they could be. You know what I mean? That's just what they do. Now, things like AMC, man, are different stories. They're so deep in the AMC, and these other people are so deep in the AMC, man. It's not even funny, though. Would trading some AMC for Clove be a good move? Trading AMC for Clove? What do you mean? I would not get into Clove right now at $18. If you're gonna get into Clove for a short-term swing, you should have done that back when it was like, you know, below the $10 range. Yeah, I first bought AMC back at $4.20 a share. The 1st of January is when I got into it. It's when I first got into the movement. But if you're going to get it for a short-term, you know, rip and make some money really quick, and then throw that money into, say, something like, you know, AMC, it's a little bit different. You want to get in at a good price, not somewhere where you're at a spot, man, where it's high right now. At $18 is still high. I wouldn't put money in it right now. It's just me. I bought those call option contracts at $6. It was like $6.70, and I bought $8 contracts. So the $8 price point for December. Sold those contracts yesterday. Sold the last two this morning at 26. I mean, I wouldn't. Like I like RKT as a company long term, right? But for me, man, you know, RKT long term. You guys know I actually have some RKT stock, right? Some rocket stock. I've had it for a long time. I sold some on that big rip we had way back when. But honestly, man, if I'm going to be buying, you know, if I'm going to be buying RKT, if you can get it anywhere around like $18 area, it's a lot better than buying it right now at 21. Anything honestly on Rocket over $20, I feel like it's way overpriced. If you can get it around that $17 to $18 mark area, and you're something you want for like a long-term, you know, hodl kind of thing, then, you know, be my guest at that point. But I wouldn't be buying it at over $20. I would not be buying it over $20. And honestly, the squeeze part of RKT is pretty much already over again. Yeah, if you would have got in back here, If you would have got into RKT back in here just for like a, a short-term swing, but I mean that is, a couple week swing term, that'd have been great, right? Like you can get into a swing, make the money, get out, put that money into AMC or other places. It's not like you have to be a one stock pony, right? I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to get at is though, man, you got to know like what companies you want to get in for long term, right? Or what companies you know are like, more longer term candidates. And AMC is like a long-term squeeze candidate, right? It's been that way since people started getting in January, and here we are, 6 months later. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Now I've had RKT for a long time though. You guys got to remember though, man, I like real estate. Obviously, Rocket Companies, fits right in with that. I think they're one of the more future in terms of online getting like a loan on a house, just going online, filling out like a thing for like 5 or 10 minutes and going through the process really quick instead of going to a bank. I think the traditional bank, going to the bank and getting a loan, I think those days are, not all the way over, but they're a lot less than they were. And I think they'll get less and less and less. So companies like this, just the same reason why I like Lemonade, right? So Lemonade's another company I love long-term. You know what I mean? I love Lemonade long-term. I have Lemonade insurance on my house, right? It's a great company. They make it very easy. You fill it out. It takes like 5 minutes. You get a home insurance just like that. Super quick. It makes it easy, especially if you own different real estate properties like myself. It's very, very easy. I don't have to go and do this or do that. I just put in the new property. You take pictures, send them the pictures. They come back and say approved. Boom, you start paying right away. I think things like this, like Lemonade, places like that are changing the industry of how you get insurance and yada, 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 yada. This makes it a lot easier. And Lemonade, you can get more than just house insurance. You can get like pet insurance, things like that. It's a great company. But honestly, like I don't want to buy Lemonade. I'm personally not buying Lemonade myself over $85. I feel like that's where my cutoff is. On Lemonade, I have a lot of Lemonade. I bought Lemonade on that last big dip we had. But I've had Lemonade before then. We had Lemonade a long time ago. If you guys remember, I sold Lemonade. I talked about this. I sold Lemonade when it's up at like 175, 180 area. It went up all to 188. It was way overpriced, way overvalued. I bought a lot of Lemonade, back in here in the $40 to $50 range. Sold when it was up here, and then we bought on this dip this last time. I bought right around like 65 bucks. I didn't get the very, very bottom. I did buy some, towards the bottom in the 50s, but I bought the bigger majority of mine right between $60 and $65. Getting up on those things, but for me, $85 is like almost the cutoff for me. Now, that's not saying that's not going to grow, right? Like right now, my cutoff in terms of just buying it is 85 for me. I'm sure eventually it'll be 95 and 100 and, yada, yada, yada. On some dips, I'll buy some. But those are like long-term stuff. This isn't like, an AMC play. Now, AMC will definitely be a long-term in my portfolio after the squeeze, too. It'll definitely be one of those long-term plays after squeezes. Hopefully that answers that question. Probably a little bit more breakdown than what you needed. Better than guaranteed rate. I mean, I like Rocket Mortgage as a company, right? I think they're going to be one of those leading places that make it where it's easy to get insurance and get this and get that, right? And then Rocket Companies has a lot of stuff under them, but again, I'm not going to be buying in Rocket Companies right now above $20. Just not doing it. Just not doing it. And if you can get anywhere between like $16, $17 range, really, I think it's a good buying spot. That'd be a long-term hold. I'm not buying it for the squeeze candidate, right? Now, if it was to like squeeze again, I'd probably sell some more shares, right? But I've had those shares for a long time. LMO, at 50 again, guys. It's fine. It's fine, man. Believe me, we broke out of this downward wedge we had right around here. We broke out of that. We broke above. It's totally like the price right now where we're coming out at right now is fine. Obviously, if we were to drop really, really low, that kind of stinks. It'd be nice to get back above 51 bucks today as a ending, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. I'm not worried about AMC right now. Honestly, I'm not. We got some good news today, though, on AMC. We did get good news on AMC today, though. And that was based on the short numbers, right? So the short interest will tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at Ortex's numbers tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Ortex's numbers are going to go up tomorrow, though. They're definitely going to go up tomorrow. Let's see here. If you guys wonder what I'm using, I am using the webull right there as well, man. I'm going to pin that at the top comment. FSR to the moon. I bought in when it was at $10.82. Yo, nice, Unity. I was talking about FSR a long time ago. Again, FSR is a long-term play to me. I like Fisker. You guys know me, man. I'm a big EV person myself, so I love EVs. Again, EVs are great plays. Those are plays that are definitely be good to get into after the squeeze at AMC. Put some of your money there into some good EV plays long term. That'd be after squeeze, though. Sorry, guys. I'm just replying to people in the Patreon Discord real quick. Do you think the squeeze has not... Yeah, the squeeze hasn't started, man. The squeeze has not started, Danny. They have not. We kind of got that. We kind of got those numbers proven today, man. We kind of got those numbers proven today. If you go look at the tweet I tweeted out a little bit ago, right here. I'll post it in the chat. If you guys haven't followed us on the Twitter page, I don't really post to Twitter a lot. In terms of, like, I don't post it on here. I do tweet out a lot, though. But if you guys want to follow us on Twitter... that right there will prove, man, that we haven't started it yet. And the stocks that showed that they went down, one, were getting covered through options, and two, were stocks that originally weren't even shorted in the first place, that are, again, miscuing the numbers, looking like they're coming down when they're not. Well, I bet many who bought at 50 or so had stop losses within 5, ended up selling shares they didn't want sold. Well, you do have stop loss raids, right? That's 100%. It's 100%. It happens a ton. And those stop loss raids happen a lot in shorted stocks, and they happen a lot in medical stocks. The more you guys are in shorted stocks, or the more you guys are in like a medical play, especially when it's going to be coming up on, say, the FDA approvals or something like that, they'll have a lot of stop loss raids in too. So you want to set those stop loss raids. If you do a stop loss, make sure you have a big stop loss. Honestly, at that point, man, you're almost better off like just watching the stock then. If you're worried about it, man, just watch it then yourself instead of putting the stop loss in on some of those plays. Because if not, man, you'll get stop lossed out. You'll get stomped right out of it. You'll get bopped hard with some stop losses, especially on stop loss raids. You're almost better off just holding and watching the stock instead of putting the stop loss on. Because if not, man, they'll see where those stop losses are at, and they'll try to, raid you out. What about Clover Health? You should have got out yesterday, Tyson, when I talked about getting out then, if you're already in. Good old Tilray, man. I think we'll see cannabis stocks, come roaring back. G Solid still giving a dividend, and there's still a lot of windmill contracts. Yeah, I don't mind GE, Paul, if you're just looking for like a dividend play. Honestly, myself, I'd honestly, like, at this point, it's gonna be weird, man, but I'd almost rather put money into McDonald's. Just the growth that's on McDonald's plus a dividend there, man, is great, right? Or Oracle as well. Oracle's another one, man, that continues to grow. I like Oracle a lot. Great company, kind of like PLTR, though PLTR doesn't give you a dividend. You know what I mean? I do like PLTR. I have a lot of money in PLTR. I have over 2,000 shares of PLTR. The problem is, guys, a lot of people bring up a lot of stocks that are squeeze potential, right? I get what you guys are doing. The problem, the thing of it there is, man, is that a lot of these stocks that you need to squeeze, you need a lot of people in. So if you're looking to get it in a play for short term and you want to get in and get out within a day or two, that's fine. I just wouldn't go into a squeeze candidate and hold it long term most of the time. It's not like an AMC play. AMC is a social movement, right? It's a squeeze. It's definitely a squeeze stock, but it's definitely a social movement stock as well. It's a lot different than a regular squeeze candidate stock. Nobody, guys, nobody that is day trading this stock right now or done a swing up is selling their shares down in here. They would have sold up here. Unless you just don't know what you're doing. You can tell by the chart when we hit the 52 line, we push back down. Anybody that's day trading the stock, honestly, even if you're stupid, you would have sold right in here if you were day trading. You could have seen the pushback from this green candle back down, and you would have at least sold right around like 51.75 to 51.50. You would have sold in this range. Maybe down to 51.30. Nobody that's day trading right now, man, is selling their stock right here. Even if you bought, yeah, you can't, yeah. Even if you're stupid, you ain't doing that. That's hedgy moves, man. That's hedgy moves right there, bro. If I'm willing to hold AMC for a long time, is it right now a good time to buy? For the squeeze, like obviously, like squeeze number is going to be a lot higher than this. Yes. Like if you're holding for a long time though, like obviously if you're like in it for a super long term, then you want to get at a better price point than say $50, right? For the long term. For a squeeze candidate, then yeah, but for the not like after squeeze, no. Right now, in terms long term, I don't think I'd be buying in at $50, you know, as on that end. I'd be more of a buyer, you know, between like the $15 and $20 mark, because I think as a free cash flow, as we went over again, man, put us somewhere probably between $25 and like $28 area. So you obviously want some decent returns there, and that would be after the squeeze. Though is when you want to buy in at that point for the long term. Now for the squeeze part, yes. But for that other side of the realm in terms of like, you know, long term, like, you know, I'd honestly rather be somewhere around like 15, like long term. Yo, Tyson, I know, bro. I fell asleep. No. Yo, it's all good, Tyson. I appreciate you, man. I lost too much money day trading. AMC, I made more than everything I made while day trading. Well, the thing is, you got to be very, 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 very smart and very, very non-emotional trading when it comes to day trades. You got to know when to get out, read the chart, and when to get in, when to get out, right? You also need to know like when to stomp your own self out and just, you know, eat the $40 or $30 you've lost in a stock and just know when to get out without, you know, riding the train downward. Before that play turns into more of a long-term hold, if you're looking for something that's a swing trade, you know what I mean, or a day trade, or, you know, so on and so forth on that end. You could definitely lose a lot of money doing that, though. Every paycheck, I buy AMC, I add to my portfolio. Yo, nice, Joe. Nice, man. What is your price target on PLTR? Price targets on PLTR, right? For me, man, honestly, like on the free cash flow models, right around $35. That's a free cash flow, though. And I like going by free cash flows no matter what. You could put the sales and all that good stuff in there as well to bring that down. But to me, man, I like going by free cash flows. They never let me down. So for me, free cash flows is where it's at. I know some people are like, well, you should take the free cash flow and the sell model and go in the middle of that. I get you. I just like going in the mid-range of a free cash flow model. Now, the upper end of that free cash flow model will be somewhere around $40. Lower end would be somewhere around like 32. Now, long term, it's going to go a lot higher than that. That's the reason why I said, man, if you can get in Palantir around the $20 mark, between 20 and 25, I think that's a good zone to be in. And if it does dip, you can buy some dips and get your buy-in price lower at that point. But again, that Palantir would be like a buy you want to get in after, you know, AMC if you're only in AMC right now. Those will be they're more long-term things, man. Are all stocks selling off because CPI data tomorrow? Yes. Yes. So if you guys don't know, man, CPI data is tomorrow, guys. So you're going to see some sell-offs as well because CPI data. Now, AMC, man, and GME are a little bit different. I'm not going by CPI data on them as much. I do think right now you see some pull down pressure in AMC here. We are going to be on, obviously, we will be on the SSR tomorrow, which is good. Which is good there. So SSR tomorrow means you only short the stock going up instead of down. So that should be a good day for them. And last, guys, the CPI data comes out tomorrow. That could definitely screw with markets if it's bad. Hopefully not so bad, though. Hopefully it won't be bad. They're thinking it's going to be about the same as last month's. If that's what it is, it'll definitely be good. All right. So we ended the day at 49.32. I was hoping we could end the day at above the 51 range, but it is what it is right now. It's perfectly. I'm not going to be mad about it. We could definitely see this rise back up in aftermarket hours, though, which would be nice. Do you like XL? XL is a heavily shorted stock, Shane. I like XL in terms of like if you could have got it at a really good price point. I haven't looked at XL in a minute. I actually do have XL myself. I have an average XL price right around the $7 area. We got that big dip a while back, and we bought all those shares when it was down like 15. I got my buy-in price right around the 650 area. I like XL, man, as a stock, right, and as a company, like a longer term. I think there's gonna be lots of solutions for for fleet trucks and yada 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 for the company, man. And in terms of growth, they also charging as well. I think there'll be a fine company to get into, man, and grow with if you can get it in a really good spot. I do have XL though. I think a lot of you guys already know that, but I don't have the most shares in the world, so it's not like my most holding share, right? Currently right now I have 702 shares of XL. But I do have some options, though. I do have some options for XL. I'm not gonna sell those options yet. They don't expire until December 2022. So I'm gonna hold on to those because I think the price is gonna go way above where it's at now. And Delta and the Theta and all that stuff's not gonna hurt my options there either. How's Bioset been doing since they run up on those all-timer stuff, man? Also, I had a Neo do too. Neo probably had a little bit of soft going at the end of the day. Knew it, yeah. See this, guys? This right here is CPI data coming out tomorrow. Like Neo, you can look at like XP. These charts all look a lot alike. This right here is CPI data, by the way. If you guys are wondering why sell-offs, good time to be buying, right? So it's down, man, which is good. Good time to be buying, but obviously if you're in the negative, man, it kind of stings. But get those buy-ins lower on those things. Then EV positions we're going to sell today. We kind of already knew this. Again, any of your momentum, a lot of your momentum plays we're going to have to sell today because of CPI data tomorrow. Things we already expected, but it's still a bummer to see happen. Still a bummer to see happen though after such a good week. What's your exit plan for AMC, Joshua? Honestly, my exit plan for AMC is to watch charts, look at shorts coming back in, and probably when I do start selling, it'll probably be towards the top. Maybe it not be the very tip top because there's only a certain few people be able to sell at the very tip top, right? So I'll probably sell some on towards the top and then on the way back down some as well. Again, I'm not getting into AMC to be at the very tip top and selling it. I'm in AMC, man, to hopefully make hedge funds like learn their lesson. The reason why I got into AMC back when it was $4 a share. I got into AMC, man, for the movement, not, you know, not so much. Obviously, money's a good thing, right? I'm not gonna hate on the money, but I got into AMC, man, for the right reasons, I guess, right? And I've been into plays before that were kind of like this, that were kind of like AMC and GME, just not to the, especially on AMC side, especially not into the terms of like how big and wide and bold the community is, right? I've been into other plays before without, you know, within the last 10 or 11 years that were, you know, show the hedge funds who's balls kind of things, but never at this level of magnitude, man, that especially AMC is on right now. I mean, anytime I can stick it to the man, I'm ready, dude. If you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button down below. It'd be awesome. If you guys aren't a sub, then be hitting the sub button. I appreciate everybody being here and, you know, supporting the broadcast. It means a lot. Bought longer shares at $55 on AMC on Monday. Am I still okay today, in your opinion? FOMO got me. I mean, there's always FOMO, Alex. There's always going to be FOMO, man. And FOMO will, like, obviously sometimes hurt you. But the upsides of AMC are large. The squeeze hasn't even started yet, man. So just put that in perspective, too. That the squeeze hasn't even really started, Alex. And when the squeeze actually does start, you'll be in so much green up to your ears, you won't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Hunter? How you doing, brother, man? It's good to see some green names in the chat. It's good to see some green names in the chat, man. Shout out to the bros, brother. Holding it down, baby. Shout out to the Zelda rubies in the chat. Let's see over here. All right, chat, hang on. Try to look at IBAR desk numbers really quick. I want to see, I mean, pretty much the same. We got those 7 million earlier. Short shares available, which, again, that wasn't even the right number. We're still sitting around at 3.8 right now. Yo, Bart, it's all good. Hey, man, I appreciate you being here, Bart. It doesn't matter about everybody here, so it doesn't really matter about the people that aren't here. You know what I mean? All that matters, man, is about the people that are here and people that are, you know, supporting the channel, supporting the cause that is AMC, man, and at the communities here is very, very nice, right? So I wouldn't really worry about that, man. Green in the chat, baby. Yo, what's up, Emily? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Emily. Good to see you. Jason sticking it to the man. That's right, DJ. You got to stick it to the man somehow. Up 10 G's, man. I need to sell 1 G, but we'll hold the rest. Hey, Danny, if you need the money, man, never feel bad about having to sell because you need money, right? That's one thing I do want to stress, guys. If somebody does sell a little bit portion of their shares as they have to, as a community, man, we can't be getting everybody hate. You know what I mean? Like, I bought more shares to hold for you guys that are having to sell some here and there. Like, I get it, man. I don't blame anybody, man, for having to sell a couple here or there. If you got bills to pay, man, if you got mouths to feed, for God's sakes, dude. Feed mouths, man. You know, pay your rent. I don't want to see anybody living in a van down by the river. Hopefully that makes sense. Emily, thank you so much for joining. The supporters, thank you so much, Emily, for hitting the join button again. You're amazing, and I appreciate your face. Red coming up, Emily. Red coming up. I'm gonna be uploading that tonight. By the way, I'll be uploading the red tonight. It is time for the red to come out. Well, as many times I say don't spend your rent money, DJ, there's always that one person, man, who's like, I threw my rent money in AMC, bro. As a dad, guys, as a dad, all I can say, man, is, hey, woo. Yeah, pretty much me too, Daniel. So I'm not in the red though until we hit 1050, which is definitely it's definitely not happening. So some of us are trying to use this money to actually live in a van bound down the river. Hey, if you have a nice van though, Meat Stick, hey, send it. I mean, I said Meat Stick. Meat sucks, man. Yo, that sounded bad too. Oh God, meat sucks. If you have a van down by the river, you better send pictures. I want to see what it looks like. You better have some shag carpet. If it doesn't have shag carpet in it, man, I'm mad, dude. Honestly, mad. I said Meat Stick. This is bad. Oh Lord. Yes, SSR tomorrow. So that, if you guys don't know what SSR means, SSR pretty much just means they can't short the stock on the way down anymore. They'll be able to short the stock on the way up only. So it's a little bit harder to short the stock. Chris Farley. Yeah. Yo, Dylan, exactly, dude. He's coming, man. He's coming. GME does have earnings coming up. Is anybody... what time does earnings come out on GME, chat? Is that tell us one thing? Let's see here. Let's see here. GME earnings. I don't know exactly what time it was. I guess I can go to investor investor GameStop, and that should tell me. And you'll be able to see those filings coming out. Though some of these stuff will get put in. Let's see here, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 4 p.m. my time. That's when they'll go live for GameStop stuff. GameStop first quarter, 6. Okay, let's see here. Releases first quarter. Right here it is, man. 6/29. So it do be out. There we go. Net sales increased. So net sales increased 25.1% to 1.277 billion compared to 1.021 billion in first fiscal 2020 first quarters. That's good, man. Overcome a nearly 12% reduction in the company's global store base due to the strategic efforts and continued store closures across Europe due to the pandemic, yada, yada, yada. Gross margins were at 25.9%, a decline of 180 basis points compared to the first fiscal year of 2020. But again, you guys gotta remember on that, though, on those basis points decline there on the margins is you still had stores that were closed, man, a lot, especially after you know what, February or January, February, and then maybe going into March when we started more opening back up. And also remember, guys, there's one thing that's affecting the market a lot today, especially in this end of the market day, is you can see that by NEO as well right here. You see NEO right now down a lot today. It was down, you know, almost 2% today. XPing was down like 2 or 3% as well. CPI data comes out tomorrow. So just remember that, guys. We had CPI data tomorrow. CPI data is the Consumer Price Index. That measures inflation. Every time CPI data comes out, the market likes to flush some. Obviously, last month's flush was a lot bigger than normal. I didn't expect a huge flush in the market today, but I did expect some kind of flush here and there. And that's the reason why you've seen a little bit more red today. And then some of these aftermarket hour stocks are, you know, in the red as well now. I didn't expect last month's, though, like downward pressure because of CPI data. Yeah, GME's not bad, man, honestly. The only bad, like, one of the decline in 180 basis points is like one of the only bad things I see here in the report on GME. So GME's wasn't bad, though. Now, they did have the decline. Again, when you're looking at first year, you're looking at the first quarter of fiscal 2020. You remember, guys, you know, the first quarter of 2020 weren't really shut down yet. We didn't really start shutting down until April, end of March and April. So these first quarter numbers are going to be kind of semi-rough, man, compared to what was happening, you know, last year. Because, you know, January and February this year, we still had a lot of stuff that was kind of shut down. Not as much as it was, but still some stuff that was still going nuts. We didn't have, you know, vaccines out yet. Yada, 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 yada. But they beat estimates, which is great. They did beat estimates. So I do know that you're going to see lots of stuff saying, oh, it's down from last year. But you got to look at last year, man. You know, we really didn't start seeing, you know, anything big in terms of the pandemic until April. In the very, very end of March. Whereas this right here encompasses, you know, January through March of this year, which 2 months out of the year, you know, 2 months out of those 3 were definitely heavily, you know, secluded in terms of, you know, things being still, some stuff still being shut down, so on and so forth. And we didn't have vaccines out or anything yet. And that's the reason why I'm so hopeful on GME in terms of quarter 2 and quarter 3, earnings as well in AMC. Looks like we're starting to see a little bit of pickup though off that low. We might see, GME break back above the $300 range. See AMC maybe start pushing back above the $50 range, which would be nice. Be good to see some nice pumps in the aftermarket hours on both these stocks. If you haven't, make sure to smack the like button, guys. Make sure to smack the like button if you guys are new to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, hit that little bell notification. We're almost at 20K. It'd be awesome. All those things definitely help out a lot. Let's see, man. What do you think of the $70 calls for AMC this Friday, man? Ooh. I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan myself of buying calls like very, very soon. If it was me, it's not a lot, right? So it's not like you're spending like a ton of money over here on these calls. It's not like you're spending a lot. I mean, I don't know how much you're buying. If you're buying a quantity of 10, it's $1,000, $116 for one. You could do that. It's not the worst thing. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Me personally, I like going out, man. One good look, honestly, right now is September and June. I mean, not June, but July. So September, July areas are good right now, especially in terms of the volatility rates over here. $70 calls or a little bit more here. Obviously, I get it. So you are spending a little bit more. I mean, if you were to buy just one over here, while you're at so one, it's still going to cost you $1,800. That's just me though, man. I'm more of a buyer when it's a little bit further out on options, but if you a bet, man, you got $116 you could make money on, or you might not. Who knows? I mean, they're not terrible in terms of the pricing there. I'll agree with you, man. Only $116, but when in doubt, zoom out. Yeah, we're good, man. We're good, guys. We're good. We gooch. I'm usually just more of a further out kind of call option person. I'm not really one of those people that like to buy like super soon calls. I'm at least usually anywhere 8 weeks further, man, right? So at least 2 months, if not preferably 3. Or sometimes I just go and buy like, December 2022s or December or January 2022s, a year or two out. Hey, high risk, high reward though, man. Exactly. Why can you not see the like button? I don't know. Maybe YouTube hates me, honestly. I get that feeling sometimes. I do get that feeling sometimes, man. Next week is going to be a roller coaster. Don't forget we have quadruple witch. It's true too, Fernando. We definitely can see some high volatility going into next week. You're right there, man. You are right. We mentioned that. I mentioned that yesterday for a minute. How do you feel about Roblox? I haven't seen Roblox's price in a while. Again, if I'm going to be buying Roblox, man, it's going to be under the $70 mark. Yeah, right now it's at 90. For me personally, I'm not buying Roblox over $70. 75 is max. Now, if the company can show they can continue to grow even outside of the pandemic, and they can actually, be net positive, I'm willing to buy a lot higher than that. But right now, man, as the company lost $250 million last year. They had the biggest growth last year, but again, a lot of kids were at home, so they were downloading lots of Roblox. Again, I like Roblox as a company. I think it's a cool company, but I'm not going to overpay for Roblox. Just not overpaying for it. Preferably around $70, high end 75 for me. And if they can show they can continue that growth going on this year, and they can continue to hopefully go, in the net positive range, then I'll be willing to buy a lot higher. Until then, man, I'm not trying to get stuck in some super long-term thing that I don't want to be in, right? I'd much rather put my money into like an EV play or a charging play or a battery play or a chipset, play. Something like that. I'd much rather put my money in stuff like that than I would Roblox right now at the current price tag. It's with it. Not trying to hate on anybody's stock, by the way. Not hating on anybody's stock. If you guys are in Roblox, then awesome. It doesn't really hurt me too much. AMC announced 4.1 million retail trades, an average 100. Yo, nice. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Who tweeted it? Oh, I see. I see. As of January 2nd, there were approximately 4.1 million individual shareholders eligible to vote at the upcoming shareholder meeting. Nice. Average shares held 120 shares. So 501 million shares outstanding with those 4.1 million individual shareholders. What I want to know though, man, so if you take guys, if we take 4.1 million, let me take out a calculator real quick. Let's see here. Okay, and we times that by 120. Okay, so that leaves us with 492 million shares. So there's 501 million shares outstanding. So we are holding currently 492 million shares, guys. So if we're holding 492 million shares, there's 501 million shares out there. What's the number on like institutions, on shares on the loan, the shorts? Honestly, what that would say to me, man, is there's a lot of naked shorts. That'd be a lot of naked shorts, though. You guys agree with that? Or am I looking at something wrong there? Let me see if I can bring up my calculator. Here we go. Calci, man. Here's the calculator, guys. I put 4.1 million. I times that by the 120. Times that by 120, man. That leaves 9 million shares, owned by, but what about that? I mean, what that would say to me is there's a lot of naked shorts. There's a lot. That would say there's a lot of naked shorts out there. Let's see, man. It would be filed on June 6th. Okay, AMC's definite proxy statement will be filed on June 16th. Shortly thereafter, voting materials and notice of shareholder meetings will be sent to individual share investors. So June 16th, man, meeting will be sent to individual investors on June 16th. Well, shortly thereafter, June 16th. Such investors are encouraged to reach out to their brokers in the latter part of June or early July if these materials have not. So, guys, if you guys haven't got your materials for voting by early July, make sure you guys are reaching out to your brokers, man. And if you guys have brokers that don't want to send out those things because it costs them money, haggle them to death. That way you guys can vote. It's previously disclosed. Let's see, man. So there's approximately 501,780,240 shares outstanding. We own 492 million shares. So we own 492 million shares. There's 501,780,000 shares outstanding. Man, that's a large group. Honestly, chat. That's a large group. Something smells fishy. That'd be big, man. Let's see. Commentating about the share count, AMC's president and CEO Adam Aron said the number of investors who want to own part of AMC continues to increase and now stands at approximately 4.1 million. More than 80% of the AMC shares are held by a broad base of retail investors with an average holding of around 120 shares. Some hold more and some hold less. However, each and every shareholder is important to AMC. Each shareholder has a critical role to play in AMC's future by having their voice heard by voting in our upcoming shareholder meeting. By voting in favor of the proposals, together we can help position AMC in the 101st year of business and continue ourselves into the next century. Good old Adam Aaron, man. Good old Adam Aaron. That's a lot of shorts, though, chat. That's a lot of shorters. All right, there we go. Sweet. I just want to bring that up real quick. Bye, man. We own 98% of the float according to that. Yes. But how many? The thing is, man, it'd be nice to see how many actual shorts are out there. Like, obviously, we know where the naked shorts, especially, are very, very high. We already know that. So that there alone shows you, man, just how powerful we could be in this on AMC, man. It's crazy. Let's see, man. How many shares are currently Heat Spot Jay? Oh, Lord, dude. Jay's here. What the F happened to Fire Festival, you fraud? Oh, Lord, dude. Honestly, just buy, dude. Yeah, exactly. That right there should show you guys, like, how many shares, how many shares are just out there, right? Just, all floating on. Like, currently right now, guys, I have 4,200 shares, right? I have 4,200 shares. I own 10 options contracts. So I own 10 contracts as well. I mean, geez, dude. We own 492 million shares. That's nuts. That is nuts, though. Good news to hear, though, honestly. Good news to hear, man. Good news. If you guys don't know, though, GameStop actually beat their estimates as well, which is great for GameStop. Though we do have this sell-off going on in aftermarket hours right now. I don't think this sell-off is going to continue. We do have a lot of places that can sell, though, for the next like 30 minutes or so, and then you're left to like hold like Webull and others that can get to trade 4 hours aftermarket and 4 hours pre-market. We'll see what happens then as well. Usually you have less selling pressure at that point too. With Citadel to suppress price movement in its transcripts. I mean, that could definitely be possible, Chris. I'm going to be doing a video over that later, so I don't want to go too deep into that right now. I am going to have a video out later on that stuff. I'll also be going over those numbers on the 4-point, going over that later today. Going over, how many synthetics could be out there. I have to break down those numbers, though, first, right? I have to break down those numbers. And, again, that would there be like a rough draft of numbers, though, correct? The short numbers or naked shorts could be way high. Yeah, TD is another one that trades still 8-2. There's a couple of them out there. That's the reason why I said, like, Webull and others. Y'all need some technical analysis in your life. Hey, Professor, dude. It is what it is. A lot of people freak out a lot, man. There's a lot of new traders in AMC. That's another reason why. There's another reason why. You got to remember, last month we had 3 million. Now we have 4.1. That means we've almost had an increase of like 1 million more new investors in AMC. So that should tell you right there alone, man. 1 million new investors that are retail investors in AMC should tell you there's going to be lots of, 1, paper handers. 2, people just don't understand the market at all. They're new people in the AMC. So on and so forth. You just gotta take it nice and slow, man. You can't be too hateful. That's one thing that kind of drags on the community right now. It's like, all the animosity and hate going on in some parts of the community. It paints us all in a bad light, especially the media. So media is going to start running with stuff like that. I don't want media to run with like, AMC crowd spreads hateful. I can only see the headlines, dude. Oh, good Lord. Anything, man, that can put us in a bad light and put this movement in a bad light, man, I hate, right? That's the reason why I'm always preaching to you guys, man. Be nice to each other. I get it, man. It kind of pees you off a little bit. You just got to bite your tongue a little bit. Now, obviously, there's going to be people out there that hate on AMC, and they're like, sell your AMC stupid. Yo, man, there's plenty of, like, Reddits out there, bro. You can go join and, like, meet likewise people that just hate on everything in life. I get it, dude. I get it. There's plenty of other places to go out and spread your hate. There's Plenty of that out there. CPI data comes tomorrow. Yes, Thrice. Yes. CPI data. We got Fed news, everything tomorrow. So that's one reason why you're seeing some of this, bad movement in the stock market today. We talked about this for the past couple weeks. CPI data comes out Thursday, which is tomorrow. I'm not expecting any big surprises with CPI data tomorrow, which is great. And if we don't have any big surprises, we're going to see a really big green day tomorrow in the market. Now, obviously, if CPI data tomorrow comes out, it's like way worse or something crazy than it was last month, then we can definitely see some downward pushes in the market. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't expect that to happen anyway. I don't expect it. Witching days happen every quarter pretty much. There's usually quite a bit of volatility in those days. Not always though. Just because there's a witching day doesn't mean there's always big volatility in the market. Last witching day the volatility was kind of minimum. So maybe this witching day will be different. Usually you have some volatility. Sometimes it's more than others. Yo, Jeremy, thank you so much for the $4.20. I think that's the first tip of the whole day, man. You big dong in the hoe, you. Yeah, hey, thank you so much, man, for the $4.20, brother. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We are in SSR tomorrow. So if you guys don't know what SSR is, man, it means pretty much in layman's terms, it means they can't short the stock on the way down tomorrow. They can, however, short the stock on the way up. A little bit harder to do, a little bit more riskier to do. So a lot of times they don't happen as much, but they can still, contrary to certain beliefs, you can still short a stock on the way up, just not on the way down. And that's probably where they'd want to short the stock on the way down. That way they can, create that, selling pressure on the way down. What about Clove? Clove, you should have got out yesterday, Mike. We talked about that yesterday, man. Clove was more of like a short-term play if you wanted to get in and get out, make some extra money, throw that money into like AMC or some other stocks you like. Clove was, again, it was a short-term play. I thought around $25 cap limit on it. It hit 28, but it was pre-market hours, and that is, to me, man, pre-market and end of market, usually you can see a lot more runs in those areas. So it was definitely, atypical for it to happen that way. Are you talking about GME earnings? Yeah, I can throw up the GME earnings, yeah. We already went over GME's earnings, though. If you guys didn't see, I mean, if you go to investor.gamestop, earnings are already out. They did beat earnings expectations. They had a net sell growth of 25% year over year, which is great, to $1.3 billion. I should say net sales, by the way, net sales. So compared to the 1.021 billion 2020 first quarter, they had a 1.277 billion quarter this time around. So net sales increased 25.1%, which is good on GME. If you guys didn't see those numbers. Now, do remember though, guys, that a lot of stuff was still kind of shut down and things like that on January and February of this year. So they really only got like one really good month of probably like sales in there. So that's the reason why I'm looking more towards quarter twos, quarter threes for AMC and GME and others that a lot of people are in right now. I'm looking more towards those because that's when we're obviously, one, we've had more shots in arms, right? Two, things have been opened up a lot more. Numbers are going down. Great for all those businesses in terms of money coming in, which should be reflected, definitely be reflected though, on these retail places, and especially theaters like AMC going into quarter two, quarter threes. Clove is owned by Citadel. Well, they own stock and they do. Citadel owns stock in Clove, yes. I think, I don't remember the exact number of stocks. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they do own some stocks. But again, you got to remember, man, Citadel owns a lot of stocks. They do that to hedge against any of their shorts positions and things like that. They buy call options as well. To do those things, man. They do it a lot. AMC fish. Hey, man. I'm down for some fish. AMC peeing you off, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you're at the road with the punches. There's going to be ups and downs. I mean, you guys that have been in AMC for a long time, a lot of you guys are happy. You guys that just now got an AMC, you guys are pissed. I get it. I get it, man. Believe me, man. You'll get used to it. You'll be like a veteran before too long. You take the punches in the face, and you continue bouncing off. But if you guys didn't see though, man, new numbers just came out, and those new numbers say that we, as retail, we have 4.1 million owners of shares, individual owners of retail owners and shares that own an average 120 shares. There's only 501 million shares outstanding, which means we own about 98% of the float right now, according to those numbers, right? That right there will also tell you I'd like to see those institution numbers, insider numbers, shares on loans, shorts. And I would love to see the naked shorts, though we're not going to see those naked shorts at all. But that just shows you how big the naked short problem is on AMC right now. That just shows you how big those are. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know, man. You have a lot of people hating on GME right now, though. A lot of people are hating on, I don't know, man. People are acting like GME was like, you know, like, I don't know, man. People are acting like GME were like opened up like all the way in January and February. Like they were going to get like some crazy massive sell numbers. Yo, you guys out there holding GME, man, just, hey, hold on, bro. You guys are showing them what's up anyway. There's gonna be lots of FUD in the market about that today as well. About how, like, yeah, you'll see the FUD, I'm sure. I'm tweeting something out real quick, Chad. So give me 1 second. Adam just tweeted out as well, which is great. Let's see, bruh. There we go. There we go. I'm going to post this in the chat, too. If you guys haven't followed us on the Twitter sphere, man, hey, follow us. I don't really promote it a lot, but... Is it me or is Jason like Christian Bale? I get that a lot in real life, too. Don't worry, Andrew. I get that a lot in real life, brother. David Ings is on a DTCC board of directors. Yes, he is, man, and he's Citadel head of global operations. He's busted. Well, we talked about this last month, Monday. I don't think it's anything new for a lot of people that's been in here. We talked about how he was on there, and everything that's going on. The whole system's corrupt, dude. We're gonna have to you know, go from the top down, right, on the system right now, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Hey, Monday, thank you so much for the $5, brother. I appreciate it. That also makes you the top donor of the day, man. Hey, what's up, G? I hope grandma's good on vacation. Yo, hey, Mr. Booley, yeah, grandma had a great vacation. If you guys don't know, obviously my grandmother has terminal bone cancer. We took her to the mountains for her last little trip before, you know, obviously she gets too bad. She's in hospice care right now as well. Yeah, man, my grandmother had an awesome time, brother. And it was good to spend some time with her. Definitely memories I'll cherish forever. I'm sure it's memories my kids will cherish as well. Yo, Boule, thanks, man. I'll give you some claps. Not to be confused with E-clap. I don't give anybody the clap, though. You're right. Downward drop is easily manipulated. Well, yeah, obviously, Emilio. One thing about aftermarket hours is, man, aftermarket hours is a little bit easier to manipulate as well, because if there is any kind of selling pressure, volume is way down in aftermarket hours. Now, this doesn't mean that we can't see like some big upward push back up, though. So don't get too crazy. Just remember, guys, the other day. So when you guys zooming out, man, just zoom out. Go back and look on the 4th. If you guys remember the 4th going into the 7th, we had this big blunder all the way down here to 41.50. So that would be like the bottom we could go to. I don't think we're going to go that low again. Just remember, man, if you go back and look, we had this big downturn going into aftermarket. You know what I mean? Started going back up. It's going to be the same thing happen again right here. And then zoom all the way back up into the mid-50s, you know, in the 60s again. So when you guys are like, you know, like in here, like being, you know, Debbie Downers, just, hey, man, when in doubt, zoom out, go look at the charts. It's fine. We do have CPI data coming out tomorrow. So that could be another reason, a little bit more downward pressure there as well, a little bit. It's not the end. Again, it's not the end of the world, though. It's all things that happen. All things that happen, man. We are good. Above 20, we're way above. That's true. We are definitely way above that, man. The negative Nancy's. Hey. Yo, thanks, Nodes. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yo, Hios, thank you, brother. Can you explain how they're able to manipulate the costs to drop it so much in such a short period of time? Are you talking about like the shorting the stock and pushing out? Well, the thing is, they ladder attack the stock to make it look like to the system that the sell-off is happening. And what that happens is you'll have these ladders, pulling us down over and over and over. While you do have some trying to push us back up, and then we fall back down to the next, the next zone, right? Fall back down, next zone. You see right here, man, we're trying to push back up, but the system's getting laddered down right now. You can almost honestly see this in the system right here in general. You can tell by the chart flipping from 46 down back up to 49 really quick. Yo, Scott, what's up, brother? The oxygen tank refill. Yo, Scott, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. Peace, love, man. It also makes you the top donor of the day, man. You big dong and hoe, you. Yo, thank you, Scott. I appreciate you, brother. Rafa, what's that? That's literally them trying to push the stock down. Holding for months, man. Not giving up now. Exactly, dude. That's pretty much me. I mean, I get there's a lot of new people in the stock. Again, we have 4.1 million, retail investors in AMC. So I get there's a lot of people, man, that are new to AMC stock. There's over 1 million new investors in AMC stock almost now. The last count was like 3.2 million retail investors. So that means we almost have 1 million new people. So take it easy, guys. Take it easy on the new guys, man. If they're freaking out, hey, man, it's explained, right? Like, this is what's happening. Like, we're literally getting manipulated right now to push the stock down to try to get people to sell out, stop losses to hopefully stop people out, and that way they can take those shares and short those even more to push the stock even more down. At the end of the day, man, they're only making this worse for themselves, though. This is only making it worse for them, though. When we do pop, they're going to have more and more shares to put back into. Seems like, to me, time is a friend to the shorters because it affords them more opportunities to figure out. I mean, again, the Punisher, man, you got to remember that they literally all they have like big offices, man. Have you seen like the headquarters of some of these offices? They're big towers, dude. And they have hundreds, thousands of people working there. And they're all, you know what I mean? They're all going crazy on the computer all day, man. I'm telling you, dude, they're all over the interweb spreading FUD. Right, like saying sell your AMC shares, buying to this stock, buying to that stock, sell. It's always sell. And I'm not saying you can't get into other plays to make money. The problem with it is when you get people that are saying sell this stock to buy this stock, why can't you just buy the other stock then? I shouldn't have to sell my AMC stock to make money in this stock, but then I can put that money into AMC. What they want you to do is sell your stock in AMC, buy into another stock. Maybe they can make money off that stock to put back into AMC. You shouldn't be selling your AMC stock. If you want to get into other plays, that's great, right? Like, I'm all down for other plays. I make money in other plays as well. But I shouldn't have to sell my AMC shares to make money at another place. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Safari, thank you so much, man, for the $2, fam. I appreciate it, bro. Hey, you indeed. Yeah, Safari, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Yo, thanks again for the $5 as well. Jeez. I have all my calls expiring on the 18th. Am I in trouble or for a loss? What's your call options at, though? What number? Which number, though? I'm sure there's quite a few people have 18th as call options ending. Because 18th was that big, the high volatility, era. I don't know what your call options are at. Like right now, honestly, if I was buying call options myself, I'm probably going to be buying September call options myself. If I was buying options right now, I'd be buying the September calls, but all up to you. I mean, obviously you could buy, some very cheap calls down in a year as well. But if, you know me, man, I'm more of like a 2 or 3 month outer. And the reason why I'll be buying September calls is because that's when we get right around when we should be getting Q3 preliminary numbers coming. 1 month ago today, we were at $9.95. We're up over 350% since then. That's what I'm talking about, Mike. Positivity, baby. Positivity, man. Let's go, brother. Let's go, my dude. What's the best one to invest in? What do you mean, baby? Cronus, which one are you talking about? Which one do you mean? Also, if you guys didn't see this, man, hey, go retweet this, go like it, whatever. If you guys didn't see that. Let's see. Oh, your call options for 618 are 30, 35, and 45. Should I sell to buy stock? I mean, you can definitely buy stock with that. I think that's the reason why you got into those plays, correct, Safari? Now, I do think you can get I don't think I would sell right this second because we're down at 45 bucks. I think we're gonna go right back above the $50+ range. I think we do have some pressure right now pushing downwards, but I don't think this is gonna last, right? The same thing happened. I think this honestly right now is almost like a stop loss rate. Into market stop loss rate. We've seen this right back here as well. If you guys remember, we went all the way down to 41, and at market close we're at like almost the same setup, guys. If you guys go look back on the 4th, almost the exact same setup. After market close, is another one of those raids down, guys, all the way down to 41. Next day we hit $60. The next day we're at 60 bucks, right? And the next day after that, we hit, like, what was it, 60, 62. And then, obviously, we came down again off that again. But it almost looks the exact same. Now, you can tell right now, we're definitely in oversold territory. Looking at the RSI, we're at 21.21. So, right now, looking at 21.30, that would almost tell you right now would be a good time to be buying in because you're at an oversold territory. And judging by an RSI level, oversold territory probably means, man, most of the time it's a great time to be buying in. So when you get down below 30 on the RSI, that usually means a good indicator. It's a good time to start buying in at. You averaged up today? I averaged up yesterday, crack. I averaged up yesterday from my I had right at an $8 and like 20-cent average, and now my average is like 10.50. We bought some of those lows the last couple lows we've had. We bought some on Friday. Remember on that big low off those options I sold a couple days before. Bought some more. All the meme stocks are computer systematic trading that are done in milliseconds. Yes, exactly. So it gives the effect that stock's being sold off, which pushes the stock down in a downward push. And now what's happening is, guys, you're having people stop losses, stopping them out some. And then you're also having paper hand people that are just paper handing right now as well that add to that effect. And that's kind of why you see these bigger red bars right here. Stop losses and paper handers, right? Once you go down enough, you have stop loss coming in, stop loss rates, right? Bring us down to stop loss levels, pushes people out of their positions. That brings the stock down lower. And then after that, then you have the sell-off mania of certain paper-handed people out there that are, again, new people in AMC. Understandable. It is what it is. I think we'll build right back off that again, though. I think we'll build right back off, man. For the couple of people asking what I'm using here for the system, I am using Webull, guys. So I'll post a link in the chat. If you sign up right now, put $100 in, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. It's an awesome platform. That's what I use. I like it. You can buy and sell like 4 hours aftermarket, 4 hours, pre-market. Hold on, Boule. Hold on, man. Thought you could put a stop loss after hours. Thought you can. Wait a second. I think he means mental stops. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, by the way, guys. I'm talking about people that are watching their stock and they have a stop loss in hours, in market hours, guys. I'm talking about they're now like stomping out saying, look, I'm getting out right now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, by the way. Hopefully that makes sense. I probably should have clarified that. And that's what I mean by the paper, like people paper handing. People are going to watch the stock if it went down in market hours. They're going to watch it to make sure that it hasn't hit their stop loss. So it's all right now. It's not even an hour after market. So that is what I'm talking about. Just so you know. Do I still expect a green week? I think we could end in the green. Yes, I think we definitely could end above the $60 on the week. I think a lot of it tomorrow depends on one CPI data tomorrow and how the market reacts to all that. I think that's the biggest driving factor right now. If we were to go up above the $60+ range going into next week. Again, next week we do have the witching week coming into play there. That could definitely create some higher volatility, which could definitely push AMC up. My biggest takeaway today so far is those new numbers today that Adam Aaron tweeted out. I don't know if you guys seen that. So I don't know if you guys seen it, but it should be on every network. But here's what Adam Aaron said. I'll post it in the channel. I'll bring it up right here. Actually, oh rip, it's all sideways. I knew I messed it up earlier. Here we go. Sweet. Right here. So again, he tweeted out as of June 2nd, AMC has 501 million shares total, which is outstanding shares, right? So as individual investors, there's 4.1 million individual investors. And we own right at 490 or 492 million shares. We own 492 million shares. That leaves almost 10 million shares that are, outstanding out there. So it means we own about 98% of the float, right? And that right there also doesn't count, guys. The naked short shares. That right there alone tells you how high those naked short shares are. Probably just astronomical numbers. Because that right there also doesn't tell you institutional ownerships, so on and so forth there. It's just regular shorts. Like, man, I can only imagine the real numbers there, honestly. Well, if you're looking at these numbers right here, Justin, thank you so much for the $5, man, by the way. I appreciate that. Those things allow me to support my family, so I can't say thank you enough there. If you're looking at this, right, anytime you're looking at RSI, if you see the RSI dip below 30, that's usually indication that there's a really good buy opportunity there. Really good, nice buy dip opportunity. So honestly, if you can look at these numbers and look at that, you can definitely tell. Like right here, we almost hit 30, and then we launched all the way back up to, almost back up to $52. We got pushed down to the $52 range, and that was at a low of $48.57. So a lot of times, man, when you do have these like dips, then you'll come back up. Like the dip here was at like what 48, and then we launched back up to like 52.50. So usually when you can buy these dips right here, man, on the RSI, it's usually a pretty good deal. Even at 33, man, it still means it's pretty oversold though. At 33, anything over 50 means it's being bought, and anything over 70 means it's overbought, right? At that point. So a lot of people that are trading can look at that and say, hey, look, now's a good time to get in. So if you're looking at RSI, man, RSI honestly will tell you really, really good. And if you want a bigger wide wrath, obviously look at the 5-minute chart, but you look at the 1-hour chart too, at the 30-minute chart, and look at RSIs and see when it's a good time to be getting in. If you want to buy some dips, that right there will definitely tell you usually when good dip buying opportunities are at there, just judging by the RSI numbers. It's very, very easy to look at. You don't need to be like a math genius to figure that out either. So that's the reason why I mentioned that a lot. You don't need me to tell you that. You can just look at the RSI numbers yourself. Yeah, AMC is not AMX. AMCX, guys. How's AMCX doing right now, though? Let's break it up down here. AMCX. We're not buying The Walking Dead, chat. Oh, the wrong network. How did Facebook do today, by the way? Yeah, I figured they would just have some sell today too. 330. Neo currently right now still trading down. You're gonna have a lot of stocks trading down today anyway because of CPI data tomorrow. So if you guys wondering, love the CI, man. CPI, baby, CPI. I mean, honestly, CCIV didn't do too bad today. Yo, Igor, thank you so much for the €1, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the El Yorito. We are losing bit by bit. How can you bring the price up? Obviously, buying pressure. Though right now, I will say, man, is one reason why we've seen that big downward pressure, again, was shorting out the stock going into aftermarket hours. And then you have people that had stop losses in place that are looking at their stop losses, and once it went below that, they're in there jumping out and saying, look, we're going to buy the dip again, right? They'll buy the dip, you know, so on called buy the dip. They'll stomp their own stuff out in aftermarket hours. There's no, you know, stop losses don't really work in aftermarket. You get to stomp your own stuff out, which is what people are doing or did do. And then you had some paper hands come in and paper hand a little bit as well. Definitely. And now you're starting to see some buying pressure come back up. We're fine, guys. We're fine, man. CPI data. That's the consumer price index. That's the reason why we've seen sell-offs every month in the market right now, because of this consumer price index. It's not just this consumer price index. There's other ones out there. The CPI data people like to look at most over any other in terms of looking at you know, inflation and how it's going. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I haven't used the bathroom and I got a tinkle, man. I'll be RB really quick. Here, I'll insert right there. And if you guys wondering what I'm using, I am using a webull. I'll leave the charts up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just using the bathroom. I'm also going to fill my water up too. BRB, chat. Yo, I'm back. I got the afternoon cookie, chap. I got the afternoon chocolate chip cookie. Let's go, baby. Yeah, SSR is on tomorrow, guys. So you can only you know, short on the way up on the upticks. Yo, cost hedge funds, man. Hedge funds, bro. They always disliking the channel. That's a dude. If you guys don't know, My channel has been banned 3 times off YouTube and has also been demonetized twice because of violent content. And every time I've asked YouTube about it, they say I keep getting mass reported. You know what that tells me, man? The hedge funds are using bots to mass report the channel. And I've been getting bobbed by them so bad, dude. RIP, man. You know me, I'll still be here, though. Thanks, dude. Live stream helps not sell. Hold on, man. Yo, Slav, anytime, brother. Hey, I appreciate the $5, though, man. You guys, again, those things help me support my family, and hey, I can't thank you guys enough. And the stream fam as well. Keeps the streams going. It means a lot. YouTube works for the hedge funds, man. It seems like it sometimes. I'm always getting smacked. Dude, oh my God. I've been banned 3 times, though, dude. My whole channel got terminated the last time I got banned. Good Lord. It's been ridiculous. Never in my life, dude. Never in my life have I been so targeted, it felt like. Do you think about IRM just crushing... or are you talking about okay, you're talking about individual stock crushing it. Hang on real quick. Let me look at this up. Investor... Gamestop. Let's see. Oh, come on. Really? Let me see if I can get into this one. What is going on? All right. How wow? Wow? Well, I mean, you know, sometimes it doesn't work that way, does it? All right, whatever.
And thank you for joining our first quarter fiscal 2021 earnings call. GameStop is off to a strong start to the year from both a sales and operations perspective. First quarter sales grew 25% year over year, and we ended the period with $771 million in total cash on the balance sheet, an increase of more than $185 million compared to last year. Throughout the first quarter,
GME,
we also took a number of steps that align with our previously stated priorities. These steps include adding retail and technology talent to our senior leadership team by appointing a Chief Operating Officer, Chief Growth Officer, and Chief Technology Officer. We also made a number of other senior hires across brand, merchandising, e-commerce, supply chain, and fulfillment. Each of these new additions have proven backgrounds and experience from companies such as Amazon, Google, and Chewy. Second, we further strengthened the company's balance sheet by raising more than $550 million in net proceeds from our April ATM program. We also eliminated our long-term debt with a voluntary early redemption of our 2023 senior notes. Third, we expanded our fulfillment network by adding a 700,000 square foot facility in York, Pennsylvania. This new distribution center, which is expected to be operational by the fourth quarter of this year, will enhance our order fulfillment capabilities on the East Coast. Lastly, we continue to expand our product offering by adding natural extensions such as PC gaming, computers, monitors, game tables, and gaming TVs, just to name a few. We intend to continue taking steps to evolve the business and build a world-class technology infrastructure while simultaneously capitalizing on the emerging console cycle. Today, we also announced a new ATM offering through a prospectus filing to offer up to 5 million shares of our common stock. The company intends to use any net proceeds for general corporate purposes, as well as for investing in growth initiatives and further strengthening the balance sheet. Before I review the financial results for the quarter, I'd like to comment on this afternoon's press release announcing the hiring of a CEO and a permanent CFO. Matt Furlong, our incoming CEO, has an impressive background from Amazon, where he most recently led Australia and oversaw significant growth in that region. Matt is a proven e-commerce leader with a firm understanding of how to delight customers. His focus, intensity, and work ethic will set the right tone atop the company as we begin shifting to a growth phase. He also brings a strong understanding of brand and retail from his tenure at Procter & Gamble, where he began his career. Mike Recupero, our incoming permanent CFO, also joins us from Amazon, where he was most recently CFO of North American Consumer and CFO of Prime Video. Mike spent nearly 2 decades at Amazon and held a variety of senior finance roles across the organization. His experience helping business lines scale and achieve market leadership is exactly what we need going forward. I look forward to working with Matt and Mike to ensure seamless transitions in the coming weeks. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Diana Jage for her guidance and willingness to take on additional responsibilities during her time as interim CFO. Diana will return to her role as Chief Accounting Officer within the finance organization once Mike officially joins. Now turning to our financial results. Net sales for the quarter increased 25.1% to $1.3 billion, compared to $1 billion in the prior year period. Importantly, we achieved this growth with a roughly 12% reduction in the global store fleet due to our strategic dedensification efforts, and the continued store closures in Europe during the quarter due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Overall, gross margins were 25.9%, down 180 basis points from 27.7% in the fiscal first quarter last year. The decline was primarily driven by an expected increase in mix of lower margin sales. From an SG&A perspective, our reported SG&A expenses were $370.3 million, reflecting a decline of $16.2 million or 4.2% versus the reported SG&A in the first quarter last year, and an 880 basis point improvement on a percent to sales basis. Adjusting for severance, transformation, and other costs, our adjusted SG&A declined $29.5 million or 7.7% year over year and reflects nearly 10 percentage points of sales leverage. We reported an operating loss of $40.8 million compared to an operating loss of $108 million in the prior year first quarter. Adjusted operating loss was $21.6 million compared to a loss of $98.8 million in the prior year period. Income tax in the first quarter was an expense of $1.3 million, which compares to an income tax expense of $50.4 million in the prior year first quarter. Our effective income tax rate for the quarter was 2% and impacted by valuation allowances recorded in prior periods, as well as the mix of earnings across the jurisdictions in which we operate. We reported a net loss of $66.8 million or $1.01 per diluted share, compared to a net loss of $165.7 million or a loss per diluted share of $2.57 in the prior year first quarter. Our adjusted net loss was $29.4 million or 45 cents per diluted share, compared to adjusted net loss of $157.6 million or a loss of $2.44 per diluted share in the fiscal 2020 first quarter. In the first quarter, we continued to focus on strategically de-densifying our global store fleet, closing a net total of 118 stores in the quarter. At quarter end, we operated 4,698 stores across the globe. Turning to the balance sheet, we ended the quarter with cash and restricted cash of $770.8 million, $186.9 million higher than the end of the first quarter last year.
That's good.
Overall debt levels compared to the first quarter of last year were reduced by $504 million and reflect the redemption of $202 million of senior notes due in 2021, the voluntary early redemption of $216.4 million of 10% senior notes due in 2023, and the $135 million paydown of the company's asset-based revolving credit facility. At the end of the quarter, we had no borrowings under our asset-based revolving credit facility, no long-term debt, and $48.1 million of short-term debt, which is a low-interest loan from the French government offered to us through the equivalent of the CARES Act in the U.S. related to the response to COVID-19. Capital expenditures for the quarter were $14.7 million. In the first quarter, cash flow from operating activities was an outflow of $18.8 million, an increase of $30.5 million compared to an outflow of $49.3 million during the same period last year. In terms of our outlook, we remain optimistic about both the emerging console cycle and our future. We recognize business risks remain elevated due to the pandemic and post-pandemic uncertainty, and we are not providing specific annual sales and earnings guidance. We are pleased with our start to the year and strong sales in May, which were up approximately 27% year over year.
Yep.
We remain focused on positioning GameStop for long-term growth as we prioritize delighting our customer and providing a differentiated and superior customer experience. Finally, given this is my last time speaking with you as GameStop CEO, I want to share that I'm very proud of what we have accomplished over the past 2 years, including navigating the pandemic and positioning the company with strong liquidity and an improved platform for growth. It's been a privilege to lead so many dedicated and talented team members who collectively possess tremendous passion for the gaming industry. We have helped bring stability and strength to the business, including by densifying our store footprint, reducing cost and debt, and returning our company to growth. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our customers for their belief in us and an amazing group of shareholders who have so demonstrably exhibited their support for us. I look forward to working with our newly appointed board and leadership team going forward. Thank you again for your support and your interest in GameStop.
This concludes today's conference. You may disconnect your lines at this time.
Nice.
Thank you for your participation.
Yeah, I just want to hear all those things anyway. Though May was really, really good for GME as well, just like AMC, which is good. That's the reason why I'm saying, like, I think Q2, Q3 earnings are going to be amazing. Are going to be amazing for both companies. So, and again, guys, I don't want to see anybody spreading hate in the channel, man, because like somebody's in GME. We're all apes together, guys. I think we're all in the same common cause. It's just like AMC being heavily shorted, trying to take out GME. They were trying to take out GameStop, trying to take out AMC. Theater chains, retail. I think we're all in here together, man. I don't see anybody spreading hate because somebody else is in AMC or somebody's in GME, man. I feel like we're all in a common cause here of showing the hedges, that one, we're not dumb money, and two, we know what we're doing here, and they shouldn't be doing this anymore, right? So I don't see anybody spreading hate, man. At least not in my community. There's lots of other communities out there, I'm sure, that let you spread hate. That's fine. Go to those communities. Yeah. That's all I'll say about it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. Just, hey man, let's just keep let's keep cool, calm heads collected. I don't want to spread hate because it's stupid, right? Two is that the media will use that against us and say, look, we're just like hate-filled, crazy people, and just puts a bad precedent on the whole movement. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pog, dude. Yo, Rich, dude. Pog's the best, dude. I'll invest in that all day. New gaps can handle now. Imagine the stock's fluctuation in hundreds or 1K during the squeeze. Apes spin all. Dude, it's gonna be crazy, Boule. It's gonna be nuts, man. It's gonna be nuts, though. We get pretty much a lot of reassurance today, though, that there is a lot of naked shorts on AMC. Judging by the numbers that came out today, about we own 492 million shares. When there's only 502 million, right at 502 million, shares outstanding. We own 492 million of those. And that doesn't even show you, like, what's the institutional ownership, yada, 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 on and so forth, man. Just imagine how big those naked shorts really are then. And we also should get some updates tomorrow, too. I'm sure Ortex will have some new numbers tomorrow because they'll be adjusting theirs, so on and so forth there. There'll be a lot of updates tomorrow, man. I'll be going over a lot of those today in the video. There's so much to discuss in today's video, man. I could probably make 3 different videos out of it, but I'm not gonna do that because it's just a lot to do, and I ain't trying to like edit 3 different videos and go through it all. I'll just slam them all into one video, man. It might be like 20 minutes long, but bear with me, chat. Bear with me. Is live? Yes, this is live. Yes, it is. Yo, chat, if you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button. If you aren't a sub, think about hitting the sub button as well. I'd love to have you guys be a part of the family here. Could the overall volume of being low today be from CPI coming out tomorrow? Well, CPI data always messes up the markets. So we'll see how CPI data is tomorrow. It definitely could be. Again, the whole market today was kind of, to be honest. There were some decent moves here and there, but for the most part, man, people are getting ready for CPI data tomorrow. We discussed this yesterday. I honestly thought the day we was going to see like we would see more of a flat day again. We see more of a negative day, but a lot of that pressure was, getting shorted out, man, and getting stepped down over and over and over again. It's going to squeeze. What happens if no squeeze ever happens, huh? Yo, Brian, I mean, squeezes don't always happen either, dude. You know what I mean? It's 100% true, man. You know, it's a movement. It's a movement, brother. So if that right there doesn't make you happy and doesn't show you the potential of AMC, and that was without them even buying back in the shorts. They haven't even bought back short yet. The short squeeze hasn't even happened on that side. So if that doesn't show you like the potential of AMC, then hey, man, there's lots of other stocks out there, man. There's some index funds, some ETFs you can get into. I mean, there's lots of stuff, dude. I mean, hell, go right ahead, man. It's not like one of these things happens overnight a lot of times, right? Like this is like months and months in the making. I don't know. Like I said, you can be your own choice, right? If you don't want to be in the movement, this isn't just about that, man. It's just this movement that started for you guys that are even, some of you guys are new, so some of you guys are definitely in it. Everybody's in it for the money, right? So everybody's trying to make some money here. Let's just be honest. But I honestly got into the movement in the first place, man, to hopefully cost some hedge funds, man, some money, and show them that one, we weren't dumb money, because they've been calling retail investors dumb money for years, ever since I've been in the stock market, probably way before then. And I've been in the stock market for 11 years. They've been calling us dumb money, right? And I've been in other movements before, man, to cost some money right here and there, man, or cost hedge funds here and there, but never a movement like AMC. I got into AMC right at $4 a share back in early January. For a common cause of fighting back against hedge funds trying to drown out companies, right, man, and make them go away quietly. That's why I got into it, man. Hey, you might have different motives than me. I don't know. Again, if it's not for you, it's not for you, though. That's fine. That's fine, man. Hey, it is what it is. Give me your shares. I'll hold them for you, brother. If I get booted off YouTube, well, I'm just going to rage at YouTube a lot. I've already been booted 3 times off YouTube. And one time, my whole channel got terminated. So, and that was just like a few weeks, what was that, like a month ago? And then the other day, like last week, my videos got demonetized because of harmful content and violence. Make it a Twitch. The only bad thing about Twitch is, man, is if you're not a partner on Twitch, you don't get like those. You don't get like any perks of like people being able to watch your stream. If they watch it on a phone, that's gonna be skipping everywhere because they can't watch it in like 720 or they can't watch it in this or that because I usually stream at 10,000 KBs. And if you're on a phone, some people's phones only got like 4 or 5 megabytes. You have to have like at least 10 megabytes. If you're a partner, it automatically does it for you. But if you're not a partner on Twitch, you can't. So sometimes the streams will start twitching for people and start glitching everywhere. And you got the little cogwheel down there. Where on YouTube, man, you can go down here and set it to wherever you want to, right? You can set your quality down to like 720, whatever, to watch the stream if you're on mobile. So on and so forth like that. That's the only bad thing about Twitch. And plus, Twitch, like, discoverability on Twitch stinks. I guess I could start doing these from a hot tub, right? I can start doing some hot tub, stock streams, dude, in my Speedo, out on the lawn. Maybe that'll get some views. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's why they call it Twitch, LOL. I don't have anything bad against Twitch. I like the platform. It's just too much. It's too much against Twitch right now in terms of like lots of stuff, especially when it comes to discoverability, and especially when it comes to people being able to watch your stream when you're not a partner. Please don't do that. I thought you would love that, man. Wow, dude. Dang, dude. I thought you would like that. That's mean, dude. That's mean, bro. Ortex better bless me tomorrow with data. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm actually very interested in Ortex's data tomorrow. Very, very, very interested in data tomorrow for Ortex. Let's see. What did Kevin put out, man? Keep in mind, Adam Aaron did not say retail investors are the 4.1 million. That seems like the total, including everyone. I am reading this as 2 thoughts. There are 4.1 million shareholders, separate separate thought, you equal retail investors, and therefore you own more than 80% of AMC. I mean, from what I looked at, man, we own 98. Let's see here. Okay, official press release shows this has two separate thoughts as expected. I have to look at those later too. Then individual retail, and that's what I'm thinking too. I'll have to look over that later. Let's see. Business Wire came out. Let's see what Business Wire said. The number of investors who want to own a part of AMC continues to increase. 4.1 million. 80% of AMC's shares are held by a broad base of retail investors. I have to look at those numbers later too. There's lots of stuff that it's hard to like go through, man, when you're on live stream, right? If you did that, it would be too irresistible, dude. I'd probably set everybody's view. I don't want to set everybody's views, man, by being in the hot tub, right? I don't want to do that, man. I can't be doing that. You know, what would poor Matt and Trey do, man, if I was selling all their viewers in my Speedo in a hot tub? Yeah, I shouldn't do that to Matt and Trey, honestly, dude. I can't do that to them. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do the hot tub. I can't do the hot tub retail streams. Sorry, man. But I don't know now, man. Are you talking about the numbers? I think what Kevin's reading is this right here, chat. I'm gonna have to go through these numbers later too and see. It'd be nice if Adam Aaron would just clarify really quick. I get where he's coming from. Obviously, you know, I love Kevin too, but obviously he's gonna be playing on the views anyway. He's trying to get viewers. I get what he's doing there, and he has a wide base outside of AMC as well and other places, so he could play on that a lot more than maybe others could. But I get what he's saying. I think he's reading this Business Wire here, and this Business Wire says the number of investors who want to own part of AMC continues to increase and now stands at approximately 4.1 million. More than 80% of AMC shares are held by a broad base of retail investors, with an average holding of 120 shares. Now, if you put the 1.4 million and you times that by 120, you come out with 492 million shares, which would equal over 90, right at 98% of the shares. So I think it's what he's reading right here, where it says more than 80% of AMC shares are held by retail investors. To me, if you're putting that 4.1 million times 120 average, that would equal 98%, not 80%. So I think I get where Kevin's reading that from. I think I get where he's reading it from right there. I see what he's saying. It'd be nice if Adam Aaron could sit out there and say, I mean, just because Business Wire said that doesn't mean maybe Business Wire doesn't even know either, right? At the end of the day, because they just come out and write these articles as soon as they can, so they're rushing through it. They're not trying to go through and get their articles all the way correct either. It's not like they're reaching out to Adam Aaron's asking him either. All that stuff will be cleared up. I see a lot of people asking that same question though on Adam Aaron's. If you go to Adam Aaron's tweet, a lot of people are asking the same question. Well, this says 80%, and like this says, if you do the numbers, it says 98%. Those things would be very, very easily dismissed if Adam Aaron just tweeted out, "Hey, look, we do own 492 million shares," or yada yada yada, or that 4.1 million is all retail investors. I get where they're coming from on that. I get it. If you factor in shorts and second person owning, is it then 80? Well, the problem is there. It's like from the 4.1 million, it just seems like, right? It's 492 million, and that right there would imply there's a ton, and by a ton I mean a lot of naked short shares. I like what just happened. Paper hands, stop loss all the way. Real apes are still here, bought at 50. Yo, let's go, Amer. Let's go, baby. Let's go, boys. Yo, good GG's, man. I think tomorrow's going to be I think tomorrow will be a green day, especially if we have really good CPI data numbers tomorrow. I think we'll see a great green day on AMC. Maybe we'll push back up to $60 again. We've seen this last time we pushed down very low. The next day we springed up to 60 again. We'll see if that same thing happens. The data is T+2, I hear. Yeah, I don't have all that information right from my hand, because after I get done streaming, I'll start pulling this all up. And again, I don't put out videos, man, without going through. It's the reason why videos take me a long time. I'm not like somebody that's going to push out a video really quick and bringing in misinformation to you guys. Just not going to do it, right? Yeah, I can get stuff out quicker, and I can push out videos a little bit quicker, but I'd much rather take my time and go through multiple articles, man. Go through as much as I can. and get all the right information. That way I'm bringing you guys at least the best information I can without reading like one article and then shoving it out there, right? I don't want to do that at all. And that's the reason why usually, man, I have like two different screens. One screen's full of just, I'll post a picture in Discord later. You'll see there's gonna be like 40 different tabs opened up. It's bad, dude. I go through it all though. They are ladder shorting in the aftermarket like crazy. Yeah, they definitely were ladder shorting hard earlier, 100%. But then you have people that were taking out their own stop losses and dropping their stock as well, and it created some paper hands going on. To me, that looks like only a need to buy back 20% of the shares, paper hands to cover. But the thing is, though, Book, you're not counting in the naked. You're not counting in the naked shorts there either. And those are shares that aren't even real, right? Like, that doesn't get counted on there. They don't have to even publish those numbers. Now they are right now. They have been though, guys. They have been using the options, the option sides of the market to try to cover those up right now, especially as soon as they've seen some of these people start getting in trouble. The SEC discharged another firm with naked short selling. When that happened, you've seen the short interest coming down, which it really isn't coming down. They're just using the options market, man, to cover those up. Book. There's a whole. If you didn't watch the video from last night, I recommend you guys go and watch the video from last night, man. It's so informative. Hey, share that crap everywhere. That way people know what's going on. They did the exact same thing, man, when GME hit about $80 back in early January before the big squeeze started happening. They did the exact same thing. They started dropping or fake dropping AMC's, short interest down. Obviously, GME didn't really fall for it. The people that are holding GME didn't fall for it. And eventually it squares. That leads me to believe we're going to see the exact same thing happen here. Now, the reason why I know this is true now, man, I really, really know it's true, because I had a guy from a hedge thing tweet me yesterday. He retweeted my tweet, right, with a comment, and he was pretty much making fun of me for making the video showing what they're doing. It was great. I felt good about it. I was like, oh, this is nice. I got a lot of hate, but it is what it is, man. If you guys haven't watched that video right there, it shows you what they're doing. While they do all this the last few weeks, why so much pressure and all those tricks? Because one thing, Dan, man, what they were betting on, we talked about this back then, man. They were betting on the AMC stock price getting up and a lot of people selling their shares. And that way they can short on the way back down and make lots of money on the way back down. What happened, though, so far is we haven't had big sell-offs. So right now, man, I guarantee they're shaking right now in their boots. Like, dang, dude, we got it this high. Now it's not dropping, really. Now, we've had some drops here and there, 100%. I'm not saying we didn't go from 70 down to the 50s. That's definitely what happened, right? But I'm talking about the big drop from like 70, back down to what they're betting on, like 15 again or $10 again, what they wanted to happen. The whole last I don't know, probably 10 minutes of that video is me going over all that, breaking it down. The same thing happened in GME is happening in AMC now. It's happened before as well. It's just that article breaks it down very, very perfectly what they're doing in the options market to make it seem like they're buying those back into the market when they're not. They're using a cover up through the options market to make it again seem like they're covering shares there, and they're not. Well, I don't really care about the share dilution because that's in 2022. I do get why they need shares, right? The 25 million shares, I get it. I do get it. Again, that is in 2022. Honestly, I think the squeeze is going to happen I think it's going to happen before 2022. And they wouldn't even be able to use those shares though until we almost get into summer months of 2022. They have like 9 months, man, before they can even use those shares after we approve them anyway. They have to wait till after the first quarter of 2022 to even use them. So that's April at the very earliest. I don't know, man. They can't even use those till April anyway. So it's like, I get why the company needs them, right? I get it. They might eventually they might need those shares if something happens, like something bad happens again. I don't want to kill AMC, right? I want AMC to be a great company long term. So I get why they need those shares. The 25 million eventually. They might use them eventually. I don't think they'll use them all at once or something like that again. But I get why. In case something bad happens again. They don't have any shares right now they ever use, they ever need it. But I'm sure if it doesn't pass, this time, the next vote, they'll do it again. And if the squeeze has already happened, then everybody will probably vote yes at that point. So I get why people are voting no right now. But again, they can't use those shares till April anyway. So I say vote how you want to vote. I'm not going to hate on you either way you go about it, man. I'm referring to Adam Aaron's tweet. I guess that means for next year. Yes, he's talking about next year's 25 million shares, right, Boule? Is what you're talking about, the 25 million shares for next year on the voting? Is that what you mean? Because I haven't looked at Adam Aaron's tweets other than that one earlier today. I'll have to go. Let me go back real quick. Well, I seen the one today. Are you talking about a while back when he said something about voting? Yeah, and the AMC share. Okay, yeah. You're talking about like the vote on the 25 million shares. Proposal to increase our authorization share capital by 25 million shares. Yes. Okay, I get what you're talking about now. Yeah, they can't even use those until at least April. So April's the earliest they could use those. So how many months away is that, man? That's a while. That's like pretty much 9 months after we would affirm those. So we would affirm those in like July if we did do that. They couldn't really use those until April of next year. So you got like 9 months. I'll let you guys vote how you want to vote, man. At the end of the day, I'm not going to hate on anybody for whatever they vote. To me, personally, I feel like the squeeze is going to happen before then. I'm sure if it doesn't pass this time, they'll go ahead and they'll repost that again, though. You know what I mean? But when I mean repost that, they'll have another vote on it again on the next vote. They'll have another vote come out, say like, 3 or 4 months after that one. And would vote again on, say, if we want to add 25 million shares again. And the squeeze is definitely happening by then we'll definitely have a lot more people voting yes. I guarantee if you sell today, I mean, why would you sell right now, though, at $40? If you're going to sell your shares, you should have been selling up here in the $50 range then if you're going to sell. I don't know, man. People are weird. I don't know, dude. It's like, I'm going to sell my shares. Why don't you sell way earlier? I don't know, man. It seems weird to me if you're going to sell. We have the power. We have 75% of AMC. Why are you going to give them more power or more control? Are you talking about like people? Oh, you're talking about us people selling. I got you. Or are you talking about the shares? About the 25 million shares? Again, guys, the 25 million shares I don't think they really matter right now. They won't matter until April of next year at the earliest. And that's even if I don't think they'd use all those shares either. He talked about having those shares in case we did need them right after that. Let's say another thing happens, right? Or another, let's just say like, let's just say COVID 2.0 or something comes, right? For the long-term investor, I'm sure long-term investors are going to vote yes. People that are on the squeeze are probably going to vote no. People are only in here for the squeeze are probably going to vote more no, I'm going to guess, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yo, Unity, thank you so much for hitting the join button down below and becoming a member. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you. JasonAllenMoney talks. Get out of here, nerd. Oh, man, I don't know nothing about alimony. I have my 3 kids. I mean, Tyson, that's why I got into AMC back in early January at $4 a share. I got into AMC not only just for money, man. I got into AMC, man, to show the hedge funds who's boss, dude. That they don't control every little thing in the market, and that retail investors are strong too. Adam Aaron said AMC has capital until 2020. Yes, he has capital until 2022. Yes. He just sold millions recently to questionable parties. They'll ask every meeting, so post-squeeze, I'm down. No, I feel you. Hey, Jamal, I feel you. It's the reason why I said I feel like most people are probably only in it for the squeeze or definitely going to vote no. And most people that are in it for just long-term wise are going to vote yes, right? Because it makes the company stronger to have some shares they could put out if something bad was to happen. Again, I understand, man. I understand. It's saying I bought in at $14.50 with 1K plus margin, went all the way to 50K last Thursday. I was at work and I can't use phone and I lost everything. Oh no. bought again and again. Margin call. Oh, no. Oh, that's the worst, man. Oh, that's the worst. Getting margin stinks. Oh, yo, Sam, I feel sorry, man. That stinks, man. It sucks that you couldn't use your phone last Thursday either. Yo, sorry to hear about that, Shane. Thank you so much, man, for the 10 euros right there, brother. Those things allow me to support my family. I say, again, I can't thank you enough for supporting the stream here, supporting the stream fam, all you guys in the channel, and my IRL fam, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I get why people are going to be hesitant about voting yes on those. I do get it, man. Again, I get you. You know, obviously AMC, sold shares to a company that literally went ahead and sold them the same day they got them, and talk crap about AMC, saying they were overvalued at $20-something when if they would have held, they could have sold it at $70-something bucks. And then AMC went around and sold another 11.5 million. Those shares were going to go out anyway. Yes, they would have went out to their employees through the bonus program and things like that. I get that as well. I get it. Like I said, man, I'm not. You guys know me. You guys aren't going to get me mad at somebody over something silly like that. It's just not me, man. I'm more of an upbeat, positive person. Hey, I'm 32 years old. I mean, I got 3 kids, man. It's hard to make me upset, right? Unless you're Cedar and I tell you not to spill your drink, and as soon as I tell you not to spill your drink, he just drops it everywhere like for the fifth millionth time. Cedar has a spilling drink problem, chat. Cedar's my 5-year-old, by the way. He has a spilling problem, man. I need to get like a cup that attaches to his hand, and it's got like a string or attached to it, and if he drops it, nothing happens. It just continues to hang on to his arm or something. I don't know, dude. The problem with Cedar is he just doesn't pay attention to what he's doing. He just doesn't pay attention. That's the problem there. It's like, Cedar, pay attention. I love him to death, man. He's as bad as me sometimes. I'm 30, but I don't look like you. You think I'm 42 to 45? Dang, dude. I think it's because of the beard. If I shave my beard off, though, I look super young. It's bad. Buy your grandma some flowers. The issue I have, it takes them 10,000 of shares to drop us dollars, but if it takes us millions of shares to lift us 10 cents, I agree. Punish 100%, man. Again, they have these computers, man, that are algorithmically buying and selling, that again causes those the computers, man, and things like that. It makes it look like just a sell-off in the market. It does sting. I agree with you, though, Punish, man. It takes, say there's a huge order that comes in, man, and splashes in the market. We go up like 20, 30 cents, man, max, right? It stinks. I agree, Punisher. Hey, Punisher, thank you so much for the $20, brother. Thank you, man. So, man, I bought GME today, GME 8 calls today. It was up 1K. Now it's probably down 2K plus. See, the problem with that is, though, man, if you're up a lot on calls like that right before earnings, hey, man, it's almost... Sometimes, man, you're better off just taking the earnings you have, because what will happen is, even if there's a good earnings, a lot of times you'll see sell-offs from the same people doing what you're doing. Oh, you're in Nashville, Oliver? Yo, nice, man. It was hyped to hear. Yo, yeah. I live up towards the Hermitage, Oliver. I live up towards the Hermitage, man. I used to live down in Green Hills. And then we moved up here because you get a little bit more land here, and it's a little bit more peaceful, I guess. I mean, it's all filled in now, but yeah. 30 plus club, let's go, man. Cool, comment collected. I've been in the market, guys, for over right at 11 years, right? Right at 11 years now. I've been through the ups and downs, man. I've been through the market crash. Like, I'm good, bro. Nothing bothers me anymore. I'm like a cucumber. You guys know me. It takes a lot to fluster me. Honestly, it does. But I've been in it a lot longer, right? So if you've been in it for, say, a year, or if you've been in it for a few months, I understand, man, being very flustered very easily. I was the same way, man, in my first year or so. And then over time, you almost get like this hard turtle shell, man. You just continue to just, you're like, oh, it doesn't bother me, or whatever, dude. Whatever. I'll buy back in some lower. Get back in lower. It is what it is, man. You become diamond-handed. At the end of the day, I mean, hell, I still have some Disney shares, and I still have, you know, some of my early stocks, man. I've had for a long time, for 11 years now. Like Disney was actually the very first stock I bought. I've never sold any of my Disney, man. Continue to hold it, right? I have quite a bit of Tesla. I've had since 2016. Started buying it. I've never sold my Tesla stock either. It's just. It's hard for me to sell. I'll be honest. It just is. I don't know what it is, man. I'm just like holding. Now I do sell some stuff. Don't get me wrong, man. Like stuff I'm not like, you know, I'm not long-term on. I'll sell some of that sometimes, right? If it's up a lot. Or even if a stock goes way parabolical, way above where it should be. Now, it doesn't mean I haven't made money on options, right? I've made money on options before on you know, short-term options on Tesla, short-term options on Disney and stuff like that. It's not like I haven't made money on them. So I definitely made money there. It's just I haven't really sold a lot of that stuff. Now, there is definitely stocks that I do, you know, buy, sell, and trade. And done plenty on. But I do have stocks I just, you know, hodl it, man. Is that for the kids? Well, I do have kids. I do have the kids their own little accounts pretty much. That they're in. But yeah, I did start buying Disney just because of the kids when I first got into stocks. Just because I just liked the Disney as a company and stuff like that, man. I grew up with it, obviously. And that's the reason why, honestly, the first stock I ever bought was Disney. And now I've definitely bought some for the kids, though, and put in their own little things. I am definitely a stock hoarder. I am, Rebecca. I'm 100% a stock hoarder. It's bad. I definitely could have made, you know, a lot of money if I would have been selling, buying, selling all the time on a lot of my stocks. But remember, guys, I have 72 different stocks I own, and that's accumulated over 11 years, man. I have 72 individual stocks I own. Now, some a lot more than others, right? So Tesla's my number one because it's grown to that number one, 100%. But I mean, honestly, look, AMC's grown up to be a lot as well here lately. So, what do you think about Sundial? I'm seeing 1,000% returns on the future. I mean, you definitely could, right? Sundial could definitely be a big popper. Right now, I still think Sundial's around like $1.50 stock myself right now. You could definitely see some good returns, though, especially if you can buy on those lower dips we've had. SEC only cares when the little dog is winning, and that's the SEC, man. Again, we need to have a top to bottom shakeup in the markets, man. A top to bottom shakeup. It's good to see everybody's realizing, man, that the odds are stacked against the small guy, right? Like me and you. If you're not a hedge fund, man, or a big commercial investor, it's good to see everybody's like actually finally realizing that the odds were against us. Back when I was trying to tell everybody forever, man, that, hey, man, the suits rule the market. And people are telling me, like, suits didn't rule everything, man. Believe me. These guys, man, it seems like they rule the market because it seems like the rules don't matter for them. The rules just don't matter. But if me and you go and do some of this stuff, we're getting bopped, right? Like, you get SEC, everybody's coming behind us, like, bopping us. But it's been that way for a while. I think the reason why the chart froze for a second there is because I opened up something else and I hit the wrong button, and it kind of closed out of the didn't close out, but it minimized the whole charting system and froze it for a second. My bad. See, Trey was going for June squeeze on AMC. Does this look likely now? June is definitely a higher volatility of a month. I honestly thought June and September looked very, very well for squeeze months. And the reason why I say that is because that's when we'll start seeing earnings come out for Q2, Q3. So end of this month, going into, and then obviously going into September as well. I think those are good times to start seeing the numbers start to turn a lot, and you have a lot of good volatility if you're looking at volatility numbers. And what I mean by that is if you're looking at calls, the calls options volatility there is big. And usually when you're looking at call options, a lot of people are starting to expect to see big moves within that stock. Whereas if you look at very, very high volatility inside like the put market, usually that means like people are expecting the price to go down. Those would be good months to look at though. Let's say in June, early July, let's say September, mid-September going into early October. Those would be good months to be looking at, or good times that could definitely, you know, push AMC further. But again, we have the Russell 1000 coming up for AMC as well. Russell 1000 can help out AMC's price heavily. The same thing with GME, man. GME is probably going to as long as they stay over $70, they'll be in it as well. If you buy Clove or Wish, you are a real clown. Well, if you bought Clove and Wish and made money, you're not a clown at all. Then you could have put that money into AMC or somewhere else. You should already been in and out of Clove though. You should have already been in and out of Clove, Tango, if you're going to do that one. Definitely should have already been out. It's not like a long term, and it's not like a long term you want to be in at that price point. Not at all. You should have been in and out on that. I think the 20 bands I got would tell you different. Let's see. For the couple people asking what I'm using, I am using Webull right here, by the way, guys. There's the link to what I'm using. Also, if you guys didn't know, man, we finally got our thing set up with Public as well. Public's different though than just like a regular investing app. It's more of like a social investing app. If you sign up with Public though, you can get one free stock worth up to $70 right now. Even if you just put $1 in, if you sign up, put $1 in, at least up to $1, you'll get one free stock worth up to $70. It's a great platform, but it's different now. Again, it's like more like a social. It's like a Twitter and like a trading app came together or something. It's a little bit different. So I will say, obviously, like Webull and some others do have some good social movements in there as well. It's a little bit different now, the way the company's done. I was never in Clove. I spent every DIM on AMC dips. I feel you there, Tango. I feel you, man. Again, I'm just not hating on somebody that got into Clove, right? As long as you didn't think Clove was a long-term play. It was more of like I said a while back, man. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, Clove was at like $6. I told you guys that the September and December call options were very, very nice. Like they were very, very cheap. And I said, hey, look, if you want to get in for a short-term like blow up and get some options in really quick and make some money, you can throw that money to AMC and others. Hey, be your guest, man. I did the same thing. We made money. I got out yesterday. I got out the rest this morning at 26. I got out yesterday at 24.03. I got out today at like 24. I think I was at 26, right at almost 26 even. I got the rest to 2 contracts I had. And I've thrown money back into AMC and some other plays I like, right? It depends on if you have money or not at that point too, but they're definitely not long-term plays on that end either. It's not like an AMC play. Those are a lot different. So if you don't know the markets that well, then obviously you should stay away because you don't want to be a bag holder in Clove or be a bag holder in another play because you could definitely be a bag holder really quick. Short the shorters. Yo, Sal, I'm down with you, man. I'm down with that, baby. Can't go much higher than it currently is. I'm not saying it can't go higher than it currently is, Rogers. I'm just saying the higher that stock goes, the more risk it is. I had a $25 price target for it. It went above that to 28. So hey, man, that was just when I was going to get out, right? I said $25. I'll sell my calls. I sold 10 contracts yesterday at 24, and I sold the other 2 contracts I had this morning at 26. But again, Clove wasn't like a long-term play for me either. It's different. It was more like get in, get out, kind of like a money grab and throw that money into other places. You don't have to be a one-trick pony in the market. You just got to know how to play those plays, right? Again, I've been in the market for a long time. And some of you guys have been in the market for a while, I'm sure, too. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Some plays, man, aren't like an AMC play, right? AMC's a movement. It's a lot different than just a short squeeze. It's a movement right now, man. We're trying to show the hedge funds what's right. We know what's going on. They're heavily, naked shorting AMC, just like they've naked shorted the crazy, crap out of GME as well, man. Shout out to my GME apes out there as well. Man, I'm down 43K on some AMC call options June 18th before market close today, and it looks like it will only get worse tomorrow. Well, it'll go better tomorrow for you, Justin, if CPI data is not bad. I think if CPI data tomorrow is decent, we'll be fine. Fine, man. I think you'll get back in some of that green at that point. It is definitely scary though. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. What you should have done though, dude, honestly, I want to be real honest with you. I told you guys in the Discord that day, look, we're up big right now. we were up big. If you had call options, the time to sell call options when you're up. Don't get greedy with call options, man. Take that call options money and buy shares then. Call options expire. Shares don't expire, right? Don't get greedy with your call options. If you get up on call options, don't get greedy with them. Like, yeah, the stock could have pushed to $100, but if you're already you're already at 75 or something like that, man, and you have like $30 or $40 call options. I had $10 call options, man. You're up a lot. Why not just take the money out of the calls, get your money, man, and then buy shares? Those last forever. That's what options are made for, man. Get your quick money out. Don't hold them to the very last day. It's not financial, man. You shouldn't do that. That's the way I look at it, though. Some people might look at it different. I feel you. If you want to squeeze every bit of it out of there. Or opinions, man. I'm definitely not a... Guys, remember, I will say, obviously, I went to school for finance, right? I got my degree in finance. I am not a financial advisor, though. I didn't specialize in financial advice. You know what I mean? I didn't specialize to be a financial, person. I do like finance. I love money, making money, man. I love the markets, whether that's the real estate market, just the money market in general, man. It doesn't matter. Crypto markets, whatever. It doesn't matter, man. I love it. It keeps me going. I love numbers. Numbers is, it's almost like a stimulant to my brain, man. I love it. I love the money markets. I love studying them. I love looking at patterns. But you got to know how to play the game. You got to learn how to play the game to your advantage. End of the day, man. And remember, guys, if somebody's telling you to sell your AMC stock to get into another play, that's probably a hedge fund, man. Let's be honest. Now, if somebody's saying, hey, look, you can get into this play to make some money, and you see the play and it's actually looking decent, then obviously you can get into that play for a little bit. I wouldn't be a long-term in most short squeezes, though. I wouldn't be long-term into a short squeeze for the most part. Like, I wouldn't want to be in the clove for long-term wise. Just wouldn't be it, man. Yo, Randall, AMC and GME ETFs were shorted today, many to 100%. Yeah, I seen that, Randall. I seen the shorts going up on the ETFs. That was something I'm actually going to bring up in the video today. Something I want to bring up in the video today to show people. Obi, thank you so much for the $5, Jason. Thanks for the info. Do you have any thoughts on SafeMoon? I have no thoughts on SafeMoon, honestly. I don't hold any. I'm sure you can make some money off SafeMoon. You just have to play it right, man. You know what I mean? I don't have any SafeMoon. I have my current cryptos are mostly ones that have been more solidified, right? That have been around for a while. The only time, like sometimes I'll be 100% honest. And just brutally honest, really. The only one I honestly see like a long-term potential for me right now in terms of I've looked, obviously is BTT. One of the ones I see more long-term. I'm not saying the other ones don't right now. I just haven't got a lot of time to look at them a lot. And usually on a new token, I'm not going to jump in on it. It's just not the thing for me. Every once in a while I will if I can see like a nice little cash grab. I get in and get out kind of thing. But if it's not like something that's been around for a little bit, at least a good 6 months, and I know it's not going to be like one of these things where it cashes up and then it crashes back down and it does nothing after that. Crypto market's a little bit different than the stock market for me, man. You put your mortgage in this thing, now go. You put your mortgage in AMC, dang, dude, you got some guts, baby. Got some of those guts, man. But there's a lot of opportunities in the market. I think the opportunity in AMC is big from where it's at right now at $46. Remember, guys, they haven't even started buying back in yet. Are you joking right now? Joking on what? Which one, JR? What are we joking on? Check out. There's so many small little tiny coins, man. It's hard for me to keep up with them all. Like you had that one getting pushed. What was it by Elon tweeted out like it was cum rocket or something weird like that. Some weird. Man, good old Elon, bro. There's a lot of crazy tokens. That's the reason why I can't keep up with them all. It's hard for me to keep up with a lot of them. It's the reason why usually when I'm investing in the cryptocurrencies, usually the ones that have been out for a little bit longer, I know that are going to do good. Like I have my ADA, right? I've been in Doge for a long time. Doge's been out for a long time though. You know, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dotcoin. There's a lot I like and I'm in, but It's ones I've had for a while. Well, John, you have to go through a lot of extensive stuff, man, to find every last outstanding, the shares out there and see how many are, because the naked shorts, man, aren't even reported, right? The companies don't have to report naked shorts. Technically, we need to have zero naked shorting, right? They need to outlaw naked shorting altogether. Right now, you're legally able to naked short for the first couple of days, but in that time period, they can hide these naked shorts in different areas by using options and other stuff. The options market and other things, man, to hide these naked shares out of place, out of mind. And they don't really have to report those numbers either. They get caught, they get in trouble. Right? They can get in trouble, they get caught. But getting caught, it's hard, man. Well, Ortex isn't going to report naked shorts because those don't get reported to Ortex, right? Ortex just takes in data from different places, and that's how they make their stuff. About 85% of the market reports to Ortex, right? They get about 85% of the market's data Ortex does. So you're not getting the whole picture there either, but you're getting a pretty good sample size of the picture, man. But at the end of the day, they're only getting what they're getting, getting put to them. Do you have any positions in Clove now? No, I sold out yesterday and early this morning in my Clove positions. I bought, about a month ago, we bought those options contracts. A month ago, I bought 12 options contracts. I sold 10 yesterday for $24.03, and I sold 2 contracts I had left. Today, I sold those option contracts right at $26 this morning. I'm out of there. Out. I said yesterday it was a great time to sell if you're already in Clove. I said it probably not going to go higher than that. I waited till this morning, pre-market, and got out. I need Palantir. Yo, dude, I love Palantir, dude. Palantir's my boys. Palantir's the boys, baby. Yeah, I love Palantir a lot, man, honestly. I love them a lot. If you guys haven't signed up with Public, if you sign up right now and put $1 in, you get 1 free stock worth up to $70, man. It's a social investing platform, by the way. It's a little bit different. They're only open during the trading hours, yada, yada, yada. It's a little bit different, man. Dave, net worth, it depends on if I'm selling all my shares and stuff, right? Because technically, you don't own the money because, technical side's different. Because if I sold all my shares, then, net worth would be, frothy, right? But since I haven't really, I own a lot of stuff out there and I don't really sell a lot. Net worth is, pretty minimum. I'm rich with love, man. Rich with love. But honestly, if I had a lot of money, like a ton of money, I give the charity every year and things like that. I'd probably give a lot more to charity and stuff like that, honestly, man. Make sure my kids are taken care of. And, it's just always the goal, right? My goal is generational wealth in the markets. The reason why I got into markets anyway. Generational wealth. And then, after that, man, it's just, one, making other people happy. I don't really buy a lot of stuff for myself, right? Like Nicole had to talk me in, guys. Nicole had to literally talk me in to buying just like some foam panels and making some sound panels for the room. That way it's not so reverbed in here. Because I hate spending money on myself. Just hate it. Hate doing it, man. I'd much rather spend money on the other people, the kids, right, or somebody else, right? Giving money to charity, whatever it is, man. I just hate spending money on myself. Even if it's for the business, I'm terrible about it. Just terrible. Yeah, I wouldn't panic sell, Chad. I wouldn't panic sell. If you're getting out of Clove, you should have got out of Clove yesterday, like I said to Automatic. Yesterday was a great time to sell your Clove. You were in Clove yesterday. It was a great time, man. It was a great time. Get in, get out, man. Get in, get out. All right, yo, Chad, if you guys haven't joined our Discord channel, hey, join our Discord, by the way, guys. Go to our Discord channel. I mean, yo, kids are everything, Rebecca. My kids are everything. I live for my kids. It's the reason why I work so hard in life. Like my average work day, man, starts about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Get on the computer, man. Work. I work about 14 hours a day on average. It's a lot of work. Anywhere between 12 to 14 hours a day work days. That doesn't mean I don't take breaks, right? I do take breaks. I get up, spend some time with the kids, yada, yada. Weekends, I don't work as long on weekends. Spend time with kids there more too. Let's see. Trying to think. Yeah, join our Discord, by the way, chat. Join our Discord. Guys, did you listen? Yes, I did listen to the earnings call. If you go back, Adam, you can listen to it. I did go over it. Also, if you guys wonder what I'm using, I've seen a couple people ask. Oh, Ripperooskies, man. Let's see here. If you guys are wondering what I'm using, Mom, I am using Webull, which is right here. If you sign up, put $100 and you get 2 free stocks worth of $1,800. Hey, it's worth the free money. It's a great platform. I love it. If yesterday was a great day to get out of Clove, then why wasn't the day AMC hit? It was a great day to get out of AMC because you aren't seeing on Clove, man. You started seeing them start to cover some of the positions on Clove, though, right? You started seeing that interest coming down for sure. You knew it was coming down. AMC is a little different. Again, if you were in call options on AMC at $70-something on calls, man, I thought that was a great day to be selling call options to put that money into long-term shares. What I did, I told you guys in Discord. You guys are in Discord. I said, hey, look, we're up right now a lot. I'm going to sell out of some of my contracts. I sold out of 10 contracts on AMC right around the $70 mark. And I bought back in on some of these lows again for shares. Again, the shares last forever. Call options are going to end eventually. Why not sell those, get the money, and then buy shares for long term if you're up a lot? Don't get greedy with call options. Don't get greedy and say, hey, look, I can get 100 out of here. Yeah, we could have went to 100. It's definitely possible. But I'm not going to be mad about it because I literally got $10 call options. You know what I mean? Even if I had $30 or $40 call options, you're still up. Is AMC going up? Again, guys, the actual squeeze on AMC has not even started yet, though. The actual squeeze has not started. You can do covered calls, Shane, but you want to do way out of the money right now. Especially due to volatility. That way you don't lose your shares. So covered calls are easy to do. If you have over 100 shares, you know, if you have over 100 shares, you can do a covered. You can make some passive income doing that. Hell, I do that, man. I make passive income. I've been doing covered calls on Neo and Tesla and others, right? So you can definitely do that. You can make some passive. It's not a lot, but it's still passive. Just make sure you're doing way out of the money, and that way you're not losing any. You're not losing your shares at that point. So I don't want to, you know, sell my shares in Tesla. Even if the share price popped up to $1,000, I don't want to sell them. Tesla to me is like a 20-30 play. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to sell them. But I will do them way out of the call and make some passive income here and there on covered calls. I don't mind that because I'm not going to sell them. Remember, guys, we also have CPI data come out tomorrow. CPI data tomorrow is not bad. We'll probably see AMC and others go back up on a really, really good day tomorrow. The whole market will be nice and be frothy tomorrow. Let's just see what happens. A lot of the market today was kind of like, because of the CPI data coming out tomorrow morning. Just remember, man, you know, stay strong, hold on. Get it, baby, get it. Yo, shout out to anybody who donated today, man. Thank you, guys. Whether it be here or the Cash App down in the description or PayPal or wherever, man. I do appreciate you guys. I will have a video out in a little bit. I'm going to get off because it's already 5 o'clock. It's going to take me at least a couple hours to research and get this video, done. So I'm going to get off because it is 5 o'clock. I appreciate you guys being here. Video out in a little bit. Make sure you guys hit the sub button, hit the bell notification. So you guys get notified when the stock, or not the stock, but the video goes live. I'm over here, got stocks in my brain, chat. Oh my God, I'm even calling videos stocks. If you haven't joined our Discord, I always post in Discord when the stock videos or when they're going live as well. Join us on Discord. Big video today, though. We're going to be going over lots of stuff today. The numbers that came out today, the Ortex numbers, how they're going to be probably a lot better tomorrow than today, and everything like that. In between the SEC lawsuits, it's going to be a lot today in the video, guys. It's going to be a lot. I'll try to break it all down, man. I'll try to make it under 20 minutes. It's just so much. I don't know if I can break it up in 2 videos, but I'd rather just do one shot through. We'll see what happens, though. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Again, make sure you guys hit the like button below. Hit that sub button. And if you guys could, man, on the videos, like and comment on the videos because YouTube has been bopping your videos here lately. Every time you post a video, man, getting bobbed by YouTube. I think it's because we've been banned so many times now and everything in between. All right, chat. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tonight on the video as well. And I'll see you guys in Discord. Peace out, chat. Love you guys. If YouTube wants to cooperate. Well, I can't end the stream yet because YouTube's not cooperating. You can join webull right there though. or if you guys are on Voyager, man, if you guys want to get into the crypto market, you get $25 worth of free crypto right there, the Voyager app. All right, let's see what happens, man. YouTube's being weird. Weird, man. It's being weird. Really weird. All right, we're good. That's for that scale. Sweet. Peace out, guys. Love you guys.